This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all, shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." I begged and pleaded with her day after day, but she packed my suitcase and sent me on my way. She gave me a kiss and then she gave me my ticket. I put my Walkman on and said I might as well kick it. First class, yo, this is bad. Drinking orange juice out of a champagne glass. Is this what the people of Bel Air living like? This might be alright. But wait, I hear the prissy, bourgeois and all that. Is this the type of place that they should send this cool cat? I don't think so. I see when I get there. I hope they're prepared for the Prince of Bel Air. The plane landed and when I came out, there was a dude looked like a cop standing there with my name out. I ain't trying to get arrested yet, I just got here. I sprang with the quickness like lightning disappeared. I whistled for a cab and when it came near, the license plate said fresh and it had dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, man, forget it. Yo, home's the Bel Air. I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8 and I yelled to the cabbie, "Yo, home, smell you later." Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel Air.
Yo, what is up, everybody? I am your host, Jesse Goku of the Geeks Forever podcast, and it is Monday, October 12th. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back after the double Sunday that we had yesterday. What the fuck is going on with my mic? Why won't it?
And tighten up your clasp.
I am, but they're fucking as tight as they're gonna go, but it still keeps... Did I break it?
It's a smooth introduction.
Very smooth.
Yeah, there we go. I think that'll... Fuck.
So we're live then?
Yeah, no, we are. Yes, I really, I forgot to tell you that I hate that fucking question.
Boy, that's a Monday for us.
Oh, fuck. I really hate that
Answer
fucking question. That's why we play the theme song in the beginning, so we don't say, or anybody asks, are we live, are we live? No, because I watch other podcasts, and they always ask that dumb fucking question, like, are we live? Okay, we're live. Hey, welcome to the podcast. Yeah, no, fuck that. We're more
No, just because you said to mute the microphone, and then, like, I put earbuds in, I can hear everybody. I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm late.
You were.
Yes. You're very late. We're already finished. That's the end of the podcast.
Damn, I was late like the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland.
It was very short.
Anyways,
around with a clock.
what is going on, everybody? It's Geeks Forever podcast. We are back. It is October 12th. It's the 10th level on the 12th day of Jumanji. That is 2020. Pachinko's going crazy in the comment section, going, why did a wild Kaiba show up?
Why did a Kaiba show up? It's obvious. Your country let billionaires run the country. And I feel like I have a plan to fix America. Make dual monsters great again.
All right, nobody cares. Anyway.
I feel like this is some type of trick to give you money.
Yes.
Well, it's too bad because I don't have any. All right. Pachinko says howdy, but Danilyn wins because she commented first. Congratulations. You win the
That's how
first
it
comment
works.
award. You got to say first to win. Now, joining us, as always, is our host with the most, Jace.
Hi.
The man with the plan, Sonic.
Hi.
The one stuffing their face, SJ.
It's
What?
delicious.
There you go.
And joining us today is our very special guest. The man, we're gonna allow himself to. We're gonna say it. For those of you that never heard of him, his name. He goes by Deacon Rap. He's joining us today on the podcast. He's gonna talk a little bit about, I guess, rap
And deacons.
and being a deacon. I guess. I'm
Yeah.
not
Hey,
sure how that works.
guys, do you hear that noise? Do you hear that?
That's
That's the sound of the people getting out of their seats because finally, Deacon Rap has come back to the Geeks 5 Ever podcast. And for those of you that are watching, those of you in the comments,
wait. When the fuck were you ever on the podcast?
like back when you were on Spreaker.
I don't even know what that is.
Spreaker's a podcasting.
It's a podcast app.
It's a
It's
podcast
old.
app. It's not old. Anyways,
Anyways, Deacon Rap is not alone. I'm also joined by my sponsor, Where the Waifu.
A t-shirt company, or is that just your shirt sponsoring you?
No,
It's a
company.
t-shirt company / they do waifu panels at conventions, and they also have like a clothing line, and they also host parties at conventions.
oof, that's rough because we're gonna take over in that department when it comes to waifu panels. That's right.
And,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
convention parties.
And convention parties, because we have a new panel coming out. For those of you that don't know, Waifu Wars comes out in 2021 at a convention near you. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. 16 contestants, 16 waifus go head to head in a trash talking open mic smackdown debate on who is the best waifu. Now, this isn't a death battle. This isn't who makes money. Who makes more money. This isn't about which anime is better. This is about why your waifu isn't trash. And the loser must take their waifu, a picture of their waifu, and dump it in the trash.
There we go. And also,
Yeah.
not just waifu wars. We're doing husbando hostilities.
That's right, husbando hostilities, where all the husbandos will be throwing hands because these hands are rated E for everyone.
I'm just gonna sit there with popcorn and just watch the shenanigans go.
This is not worth enough money for me to dirty my hands.
Because
No one
everybody's
voted
waifu in husbando is trash.
The blue-eyed white dragon is best waifu. You can't change my mind.
The blue eyes, white privilege.
Well, you better
That's turned into a
just.
shit.
well, if that's the case, you might as well better get on that stage and defend the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I'll defend it right here and now.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Ah, yes.
Get out of
The
bed for
ultimate
this.
cock block.
I see
A
you have
children's
to-
card
Yeah.
game. Whenever you're not man enough to throw hands, you settle it with a children's card game. I summon this. I lay down that. I surrender my virginity forever.
And then you trap her in marriage, or she traps you.
And then you get
I-
stuck.
Pretty sure that sounds like it's illegal.
You get trapped in marriage. Remember, kids, always wear a rubber. Don't get stuck.
Or else you just might find yourself in a trap hole.
My monster only has 900 attack points.
And this is why condoms were invented.
Yeah. So you may want to wrap up your flute of summoning dragons before you catch a crush card
Mitchell
virus.
says that they were informed there was an otter cryptid for Jace's background.
This is it.
What is?
I have to look up its fucking name. I don't remember it. It's one of those dumb fucking names.
All right, joking aside, so we want to give a shout out to our sponsor,
Dobhar
NoNameNerd.com and Goku Burger. Remember,
Dobhar Chu. Dobhar.
something
That
about
sounds
Pikachu.
Chu.
Shoot.
Something
It's
about
a
Pikachu
giant
on
river
meth.
otter.
Anyway, so all right, thank you for joining us on the podcast today, man. Thank you so much for being a part of this today's show. We're still kind of tired because I had two podcasts yesterday. Both podcasts ran over 2 hours and a half. By the way, I want to say thank you everyone who tuned in yesterday. Holy shit, we averaged almost 500 views and got 10 new followers just from these 2 videos. I know that doesn't seem
Damn.
like a lot, but for a small upcoming channel, that is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We actually had 200 unique viewers. Estelita, hello.
I wish I had 200 viewers on my live stream.
I wish I had 200 of anything.
You have 200 Goku figures.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, might have to give some away.
I think you got that.
200.
No, I don't have 200 Gokus.
What do you have, like 198?
I don't even break 100. When it comes to Goku in particular, I don't have 100. But when it comes to Dragon Ball Z as a whole,
Oh yeah.
that number's even my Power Ranger figures.
It's
go
over
past
9,000!
Too many Gokus.
I would need a house. My
Shaped
stomach hurts. Oh,
like
my Jesus.
capsule car.
I gotta stop drinking the 40-ounce Smoothie King.
Too many Hulks.
No, it wasn't the Hulk. I went for a metabolism boost and
There's a lot of ice cream.
I put fiber in it.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
So halfway through this podcast, you're just gonna go take a shit for the rest of the day.
Damn,
Gotta get the
thanks for
green
putting
screen
it
up.
like that.
Hey, they
Just
put a lot of
thanks
fiber in that
just
stuff.
for putting my business. He's gonna go take a shit. Goku won't be
I'm
back
not
for the
a
rest of the
doctor,
podcast. He went to go
but,
take a shit.
You don't have to be a doctor to know what fiber does to you.
I am also here for the otter. What's going on? Okay, so Mr. Deacon Rap, tell us first off. I gotta know, dude. What the fuck's up with the name?
Well, when I first started rapping, I was doing gospel hip-hop music because I was in church 5 days a week.
Oh my God, you're one of them.
Gospel hip hop.
Yeah,
I've heard gospel hip hop. You're one of them. Oh,
I was.
Jesus. No, fucking wait. Bro, every time I went to church, it was like, what? Praise Jesus.
Philadelphia.
hey, you.
Oh, it's the guy that lived with the 7 dwarfs, right?
The guy? Yeah. First try. Nailed it.
Right? No, it was the dude who or was it a chick? They
Snow White
lived with
Snow
7
White?
midgets.
Snow
That was Snow
and the
White?
Seven
Okay, that wasn't
Dwarfs.
from the Bible?
Sure.
It was in the back. It was somewhere in the back, I'm sure.
Okay, so the one with
Yeah.
the glass slipper was not from the Bible, right?
No.
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 Okay.
No.
They
She
kept
was
calling it the good book, though.
Okay, so where does the
not
Assassin's
that good.
Creed games come in?
the Assassin's Creed game.
2012.
The Assassin's Creed game comes in once
2007.
Samuel L.
Yeah.
Jackson assembled the Avengers.
Okay, so
I'd like to see
wait.
that.
So aren't the Assassin's Creed games supposed to be like biblical or some shit like that?
No, they're just historic.
They're
No,
just historic.
yeah, they're just historic.
Okay, so
They just revolve around the corrupt church.
So in
Yeah.
what book of the Bible does Maneater appear in?
There's a big whale. That could be a shark, I'm sure.
Oh, Free
Yeah.
Willy's in it? Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
Free Willy.
Yeah, you
That-
got
That's where they got the story from.
No,
Mhm.
because they're like okay,
Jonah is big-ass
as
whale.
somebody that grew up as a Christian, I tried to read the Bible, and it was just like, and it was a big explosion of light. And,
Here's
Hey.
the thing: you can't read the Bible from beginning to end. Like, a lot of people recommend not reading it like that. It's more one of those where, like, what I recommend is starting with the Book of Proverbs, because that's the one is the Book of Wisdom, and that's the one where like, okay, I feel personally called out. I do this.
people not reading the Bible are the same people that go out and preach the Bible.
Yeah.
You need Jesus. Well, because in the Bible it says not to do this and not to do that. And also in the Bible, it rained for like 40 years. So I mean, what the fuck?
40 days.
Whatever.
There was a guy that was
It
lost for
flooded.
40.
It
No,
flooded like Houston.
It was Moses. It was Moses, right?
He had a ski boat and all that shit.
Yay. I was right.
He gathered
Moses.
2 of each
Wait,
animals.
about what?
Right? He was lost in the desert for
For
40 years
Yeah.
after he saved the Jews from Egypt, right?
Yeah, that was Moses. The boat
Hey.
was Noah.
Hey, thank you for saving my people. Your punishment is you're going to get lost in the desert
That's
and
not
then
what.
die.
That's not
Yeah, that's
how.
not what
that's
that
not
was.
how it works. So they wanted water. They wanted water, and Jesus said, "I'm sorry." God said, told Moses to strike a rock. Hit it with your stick,
All right,
and nothing happened.
I know. Okay, I'm bullshitting around. I actually know what happened. Like, trust me, I'm a fucking Christian. I got People shove the Bible
You
in my
are?
face. Oh my god.
There's a lot of people that
I'm
are
kidding.
fucking Christian and they don't know what goes on.
No,
in the
but I
Bible, so
actually,
that's
I,
like,
I can't. No, I'm not gonna lie. I can't read that fucking book, but
same.
I like
weird
listen to the
English.
audio version of it, and they have a manga version, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I've
There's a
heard
Lego
good
version,
things about
too.
the manga.
There's a Lego version.
Yeah.
Lego
What?
Jesus.
Yeah, there's a Lego version. One of the temples that I went to in Houston has one.
Yeah, like take the Bible with a grain of salt because there's people in the Middle East named
Oh, yeah.
Michael and Mark.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. So you are a gospel rapper.
I was.
So okay, I
What
guess
turned
the
you to
question
the
is-
dark side?
No, okay. So what made you start like fuck? I guess the question is
What made me start doing nerd music?
no. We'll get to that.
That's the dark side.
That's that's not even the dark side. There's a Dragon Ball Z reggaeton rap which is bad fucking ass. And remember that shitty Super Mario rap from back in the day that nobody remembers but everybody remembers?
It's 1986.
I'm in the
Work
first
like
grade
that.
trying really
Work real
hard to
hard.
get Mario lay.
Yeah, that one, right?
That one was shit. It wasn't the shit, it was shit. So what made you start like I don't know, like how did you come to the decision like, hey man, I want to rap about Jesus?
See, what made me want to do that is basically I was kind of forced to do that in a way.
Forced?
Well, because it's like, honestly, I don't know. I feel like I was just doing that to make my dad happy. So he would tolerate the whole, oh, I want to be a rapper when I grow up.
Okay. Cause like I went to a Catholic church and they had they had a mass. They had a 5:00 mass where they had this guy named Augie, and they played like soft rock church music, and it was actually really fucking cool. And that's what actually drew me in was the music. Like, this is actually cool. It's not boring ass hymns or hums or like shit that would put me to sleep. Like, and then when they finally got rid of him though, like a lot of the older people were fucking happy, and I was pissed. Like, I stopped going to church after that. I was like, nah, fuck this. I don't want to go anymore. Like, they got rid of the one fucking thing about it that was really cool because they were appealing to the youth, and they really wanted to outreach to the youth. But like, the thing about our generation is we're more open-minded about stuff. Where the last generation, our parents are more closed-minded. They're more, they don't question tradition. They like, this is tradition. We've been doing it for fucking years. This is how it's gonna stay. Where we're like, no, this doesn't work. It doesn't. If you want to draw more people to your fucking club, you need to change.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was I don't know the preacher's name, but I heard it on one of those Christian radio stations here in San Antonio. Some guy said that we have to be open to new ways of giving the message.
Right.
Because the old ways are okay, but as time goes on, the old ways aren't exactly going to work like they used to, and we have to get the message out in new ways for new people to understand.
Well, we're not going to talk about the message because honestly, we don't.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, you know, I see what you're saying with older people stuck with their old ways, with traditional ways.
If we start talking about Christian messages and shit like that, then we gotta let Super Jew talk about Jewish shit, and I already don't like my religion as it is. I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to include you because you're over here eating.
Gotta make fun of one religion. We have to make fun of them all.
We're gonna make fun of them all. Tell Mitchell we're not gonna talk about religion.
Accurate.
We're just trying to get to like the origin of his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like, just calm down for a minute. We're not getting into a debate or anything about
We're
it.
not.
Just
No,
saying.
I'm addressing the
Yeah.
comments.
No, I know. I saw the comments too.
all
It's like, calm down. Like, we can talk about it for a minute. We're not going to have like an actual discussion
Like,
about
remember
it.
that discussion about toxic fandoms? We're like, what are some toxic fandoms?
There
Christianity.
you go.
Yeah, definitely.
Got us there.
Religion.
Like,
Aren't
chill.
you a Christian? Yeah, but I'm toxic.
Toxic as fuck.
We're not supposed to eat horse or some shit like that. I don't know.
We're also not supposed to work on Sundays or else we'll get stoned to death.
What? We're gonna get stoned?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
To death.
All we gotta do is work on
So
Sunday.
all I have to do is
This is
smoke
where that
weed until I
burning
die?
bush.
You're
Where
also
that burning bush
technically
comes in play.
you're also technically not supposed to eat like shellfish, wear mixed fabrics, and some other bullshit.
I'm
It's
exempt.
literally my
Mexican.
entire life.
I'm exempt. I'm exempt
Shellfish
from
and
those
mixed
rules.
fabrics.
I'm Mexican. Mexican.
That card doesn't work all the time.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, that
I
can't
get
work.
declined
Because
eventually.
we didn't exist back then. We were just Aztecs and Mayans.
Make our own
We worship
rules.
the sun god. Hey, he wants us to come worship him. He needs to compromise.
So what made you take that leap away from gospel rap, I would say?
So
instead of
in
Christian?
2013, there were parodies of songs all over YouTube. Like this one channel I follow called Key of Awesome. They made a parody of Grenade by Bruno Mars. How Bruno Mars has a song about a girl who like you're so in love with, but she doesn't love you back. Their parody was you're obsessed with this girl that kind of likes you, and you only known her for like 2 weeks. And the video was so funny, and I thought, what if I made a parody about the convention? Because I noticed there was no anime one. So at MizumiCon 6 in 2013, I got the idea I should do a parody of Today Was a Good Day by Ice Cube and make it about the convention. And reckon when I went to San Japan after that, oh, people are starting to recognize me. People are like, hey, you're the guy from the video, you're the guy from the video. And I'm like, maybe I should, put gospel music aside and start doing some of these parodies.
Do something you want to do, not something you're trying to do just to impress somebody else.
So podcast.
Yeah.
So we should stop the podcast.
I don't want to do this.
Why?
He said to not do something to impress other people.
No, it's
I don't do this for shit.
yeah, it's insane. I wasn't really going anywhere because at the time when I was doing gospel rap, it wasn't accepted in the church as it is now.
Right. Honestly, I don't know shit about the church, but we're gonna talk about you right now. So when you started rapping more, you started doing parodies, you started doing the. How did you get to where you are now? Like what style of rap do you do?
It's called nerdcore hip hop and otaku rap.
Okay. Are you gonna? I was about to ask you what the fuck is nerdcore rap.
It's essentially It's essentially regular rap music. Just it's about our culture. It's about our ways. It's about our lifestyle.
Oh God.
Instead of cruising down the street in our 6'4", we're cruising down the street in our Honda Civic that's been lowered to the ground with a fart can. Oh no, we're cruising in our Kia Soul with the waifu picture on the side. That's what I mean. It's basically the same rap, just you're rapping about our lifestyle.
Well, okay, so
His fucking face.
you lost me with the waifu on the side of the Kia Soul. I had a Kia Soul and I would never do that shit.
There's a Kia Soul. I don't know if it's in San Antonio, but in those Itasha group, somebody had the Kia
That's all you
Soul
need
with
to know.
with the waifu.
I
rap
had a
on it.
Kia Soul and I named it James Brown because it had soul and it was super bad.
I feel good. I knew that I would now.
All right, but no, okay. So why is nerdcore right? Nerdcore
Yeah.
otaku rap. Is that something that you kind of invented, or is that something that already existed?
I thought I invented it, but apparently it had already existed since the 90s. It just wasn't well known.
Right. Well, because
Stuff
you got to
parody.
remember that rap has been around, but it wasn't in the mainstream limelight until the late 80s and early 90s. And then in the 90s, rap was revolutionized. It went from it was under everybody's watchful eye. It was like people from like local governments to the Supreme Court were trying to like censor rap and like get people to stop. Like when NWA released the song "Fuck the Police,"
Yeah.
there were a lot of cities that were the police departments of those cities were not allowing them to sing that song in concert because they felt like it promoted violence towards law enforcement. But like rap, so when you talk about rap, you talk about how it's different. It's about our culture. Like in what sense do you feel like it's different? Because to me, rap Like people when you think rap music, and there's a lot of misconception here. When people listen to hip hop music, they think it's rap music.
Let me more clarify it. The difference is that the subject matter is what differentiates it from regular rap music.
Huh? And what example?
Um, like, for example, when was the last time you heard a mainstream regular rap song where they sampled the Pokemon theme or Power Rangers?
Honestly,
Yeah, mainstream and all that.
okay. Are you talking about one that's recent or just in general?
In general.
I know there's a couple of Dragon Ball Z ones, but they're in Spanish.
Mhm.
There's a guy who recently, like within the last few months, released a song called Dragon Ball Do-Rag. Back in like '08, Soulja Boy did this thing talking about bitch I look like Goku.
Yeah, he did a Dragon Ball. Soulja Boy, for those of you that didn't know, Soulja Boy did do a Dragon Ball Z rap, and it was really shitty.
Yeah, it was. But here's the thing, it's been around since the '90s, but with the whole superhero movies, you know, being big, and with all of a sudden now it's cool to like anime and it's cool to be, you know, in otaku culture. Now some of the stuff is coming to light that, oh, we've had this the whole time.
Well, the reason why I think it's becoming cool now, it's mostly in part to, so the early '90s at the time, that's when anime was first being introduced, and people didn't really understand anime. They just saw it as more cartoons, but violent. And so as we got a little older, you notice that after the '90s, little by little in the early 2000s, it starts becoming more and more accepted every year. That's because we were understanding anime more and more as a whole. And cosplaying was eventually becoming mainstream as well. And this is when, and this is all like thanks to a lot of stuff like, people don't remember High Five. But there was High Five, and then it was MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
We even had something called Yearbook. And then it was Facebook. You know, then it was Instagram. We also
Now
had
it's
YouTube.
TikTok.
We had
TikTok.
YouTube. Well, no, I'm not talking about like video. I'm talking about like just social media as a whole, like where people would post pictures and shit. Twitter, like, you know, then Twitter started, and then you had YouTube starting in like 2006, I believe, or earlier than 2006. But I remember at one time when we didn't have YouTube, and we had to go to a website called stupidvideos.com to watch stupid fucking videos.
It's a good title.
Stupid videos.
Yeah.
That's the jingle. I actually remember that.
Right, for real. Stupid videos. So,
Or
as
also
the-
break.com.
right, yeah, yes. Remember when everybody told you, hey, go on Google and type in meat spin and type I'm feeling lucky, and then you got that fucking video that made everybody go, ah.
Or Blue Waffle.
Oh.
Or how about I found Chuck Norris?
No, I don't know that one.
You never talked, bro. So when you Googled I found Chuck Norris and click I'm feeling lucky, nothing would come up except a message that said, we here at Google know that you don't find Chuck Norris. He finds you.
Yeah, that did say that. I actually do remember that.
So when you talk about rap, like your rap music, you say it's more about our culture. Like, for example, like, can you give us like a couple of lines from one of your songs?
Remember the time, coming home straight after school, turn on Toonami, all happy like a fool. First up, Sailor Moon, wrote a negaverse rule, reenacting transformation thinking it was so cool. After Toonami, yo, your friend would come over. Nintendo 64 with the broken controller. Pokemon Gold and Silver, Game Boy Color. Begging your parents if they can sleep over.
That was really good.
Pretty
actually.
good.
Damn, that was
pretty
good.
But I like how you said it coming from the, what'd you say, from the Connor school?
It's from the school.
Coming home straight after school.
Okay, because I heard Con. I'm like, I don't know if Con's the right. I'm like, coming at home after this ass whooping sounds more about right.
No, it's basically a song about what my life was like when I was 10 years old.
How the fuck? Okay, how old are you now?
I'm 24.
Okay. And you had Nintendo 64?
Yeah, I had a Nintendo 64.
Is that like your first console?
Yeah,
That makes sense, I guess. That actually makes sense.
yeah.
Right? That would be like, what, 96? You're 96,
Yeah, it was
97?
1996.
Yeah, 96.
Oh, I got I got my Nintendo 64 in like I think 2001.
Bro, I thought you were gonna pull a Goku and be like, "Let me check my birth certificate, make sure I was born, what year I was born in."
So you got your N64 it was in the 2000s.
In like 2001, so makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, the GameCube was coming out.
Yeah.
Right. So, Dreamcast came out in 1999. PlayStation 2 came out in 2001.
2000. 2000.
2000?
Yeah, actually, in fact, it's coming out. It came out in October 2000.
Oh wow, I thought it came out 2000. What was 2001? Was that Xbox?
Xbox and GameCube. They came out the same weekend too. Same week.
All right, okay. Xbox was 2001 and GameCube was 2001. The
I had a GameCube. I finally got a GameCube and a PlayStation 2 in 2004.
Oh shit. That's fucking old. I'm sorry. I got an Xbox. I got an Xbox right before Xbox 360 came out because I wanted to play Halo 2. I didn't really give a shit about the Xbox 360 or Xbox in general. But like, I don't know. Like, did you guys ever listen to rap? You, Jace, did you ever listen to rap growing up?
I used to listen to DMX.
X gon' give it to you.
It's about the extent.
This was the first CD I ever bought.
I don't recognize him without his bulletproof vest on.
Is that the first album he ever released?
No, this is the first CD I ever got.
No.
No, this is the second one. His first album was Get Rich or Die Trying. This is the Massacre album. This is the one with Candy Shop on it.
I'll take you. Oh, I remember the parody. The fucking Chingo Bling made a parody to it. I'll take you to the taco shop. Gorditas is what? I don't know. It's so stupid. What about you, Sonic? Did you ever listen to rap?
Sometimes.
Would you listen to?
It's because I had cousins who would always, they were trying to be all cool and shit and listen to rap. That's 9 times out of 10 they would always listen to. Like DMX, Eminem.
Yes.
What's another one?
I think everyone that's ever listened to rap listened to Eminem.
Yeah.
At one point, yeah.
Because he's good.
Eminem was like the one.
He's the one white guy who could do it.
He's the one white guy that did it right.
Yeah.
Like, even look, hit the opening line to his first single. Hi, kid. Do you like violence? Want to see me stick 9-inch nails to each one of my eyelids? Want to copy me and do like I did? Try kid and get fucked up worse than my life did? You know.
Right. Well, that was his Slim Shady persona, and then he went with his more Eminem persona later on when he did the Eminem show, and then he did Marshall Mathers. No, Marshall Mathers
Encore.
was still Slim Shady. It was Encore, Relapse, and then
The Curtain Call.
Curtain Call was after the Eminem show,
Encore.
but that was more. Curtain Call was more of a compilation of his. Like,
Yeah, it was
hits.
the greatest hits
It wasn't.
album.
It
but-
wasn't really its own standalone album.
Yeah, I know.
But like when so one of the things I think about when I growing up, I listened to rap. I listened to a lot of rock. I loved metal. I loved heavy metal. I loved rap music. I grew up with I grew up with SPM. Everybody in Houston remembers that ever listened to rap remembers South Park Mexican. You know, he's a piece of shit now. He is a fucking piece of shit. Like, don't support him.
Good. I'll take him off my list of top 5 rappers.
No,
I don't know who
because
the fuck he is.
he had sex with a 13-year-old and now he's in prison for it.
That bastard.
For real. So no, fuck that guy. I remember my middle school panicking when 50 Cent got picnicking when what?
Panicking when 50 Cents Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay, I can't read sometimes. Only one of his songs. I remember also growing up with Tupac. Tupac was he was very big in middle school and high school for a lot of us. Tupac was I liked Tupac. I liked Dr. Dre. I liked the NWA stuff, the early NWA stuff. I liked Ice Cube when he left. I liked Snoop Dogg. Like I said, I already said Tupac, but you know, you can never have enough Tupac.
At least 2.
So when you talk about rap, you talk like, because I've watched some of your other podcasts, and I feel like there's a lot of, I'm not saying on your part, but there's a lot of misinformation that people that didn't listen to rap think what rap is about. Like, oh, rap's about money and cars and hoes, and
Hip hop is a reflection of your reality.
rap was rap was the reflection of how things were back.
Yeah.
Because like why do you rap about the hood? Why are you glamorizing gang violence? I'm like, we're not glamorizing anything. Like,
We're making people aware of it.
you're making people aware of something that they don't want to be aware of. They choose to turn a blind eye to it.
Oh yeah.
The whole point of rapping, the whole point of joining the rap game was to become successful enough to where you didn't have to skip a meal or live in the streets anymore. Like, you are past that point now. And now you can send a message like, but like nowadays you have so many different types of music when it comes to rap and hip hop. You have what is being called mumble rap. What is your opinion on that?
Fuck that shit.
Why do you say that?
I just don't like it.
You don't
Not
like
even
mumble rap?
words.
Like
Literally mumbling.
anytime I ever heard a mumble rap song, it was usually about popping Molly or something like that.
So you don't like it for the context that it
That's
covers,
it?
not
They don't-
necessarily for how it sounds.
Well, no, like there's nothing. Okay, so
'Cause I don't like the way it
no,
sounds.
and I want you to be honest with me because I'm going to ask you some really tough questions, and you got to be ready
Okay.
for them.
We're gonna grill you.
Are you again? What color's my underwear?
You're not wearing underwear.
How do you know that?
I have PMS.
I have privilege.
Also,
No,
before you ask the question, I want to give a shout out to Kevin Molina and Victoria Vasquez who are in the comment section.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah,
Victoria.
Kevin, he's an actor,
Kevin.
and Victoria's my girlfriend.
Oh, nice. Why don't we have Victoria on here so we can hear her complain about your life? All he does is rap about cars and shit and money, and we're broke.
Right. It's like anytime he tells me he's gonna take me on a date, the day of, he tells me, "Oh no, I gotta go do this music thing."
I'm gonna go to the park and rap with a little hat on the floor, hoping people throw change at me.
No, nothing like that. No,
Got money for hats, but you got money for rent.
no.
Well,
It's
we can say
mainly-
the same thing to you, bitch. You got that Christopher Sabat thing going on with you.
I got
Mr.
money for rent.
Like, hey, well, I don't know. Don't you own a house?
My luxurious hat. It's the down payment right here.
It's like because I have to stay sober in October, I'm gonna steal Christopher Sabat's identity.
I save so much money when I don't drink. Just that saying about how much I fucking drink.
All right. Well, what the fuck were we talking about?
Mumble rap's crap.
I mean, well, okay.
Yeah.
Have y'all? What do y'all's opinion on mumble rap?
I don't like the way it sounds. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So he said they're talking about Molly. It's like I don't know what the
I
fuck
already
they're
have a
talking
problem
about.
understanding them normally, so
Rap is hard enough.
yeah.
This is like Ultra Instinct version of rap, and I don't need to hear it. You have to feel it. You can't hear it.
I don't know. Like I kind of understand why they do the content that they do. Like when we had Epic Voice Guy on months ago, we were talking about a chick we both know. She raps, and I have one of her CDs somewhere. But a lot of her stuff was just basically thanking Jesus for her gifts. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure. And a couple of her actual like experiences in life. It wasn't any of this, what we normally think of rap and hip hop. So
I got 15 cars.
yeah.
I drive them to the bars.
For people, I'm sorry, but people keep bringing up the fact that he's dressed like Seto Kaiba in the kibbles.
That's Seto
Yeah.
Kiba. Oh my god, it's Seto Kiba.
No, it's a Wish. We ordered a Seto Kaiba from Wish.com, and they sent us kibbles and bits.
Is that why the interview took so long to get here? It just kept getting delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. Like, I'm just I've listened to a few Eminem songs.
That was a random outburst.
I was.
Sorry. I thought of something that I should have said after you told the Sidon Kaiba from Wish. I thought of something that I should have said after that. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Go ahead and finish.
Super Jew's not that funny. Jeez.
I know. I was
So hard.
Oh, that's a
You
oof.
know, love you.
I'm not gonna like disagree.
Hey, mine was a joke. Yours is mean.
I'm not
I don't
the
know
one
where
that
I'm
said.
pointing at.
I like how the white man says it, but I'm the bad guy.
I get, as a white person, I'm good at turning the attention on other people.
Yeah, you are like you're like I said it, but you're the mean one.
Man said it.
Wax on, wax off, deflect the comments to someone else.
Now he's waxing off on the podcast, and I guarantee you, I'm gonna get in jail, in Facebook jail.
No, he said he was 24.
Wow. That's a concern. Anyway.
Anyways,
Uh,
you were talking
I
about
don't know.
you were talking about a rapper.
I kind of just don't get it overall. Like I like some of the beats, what I do listen to, and when I can finally figure out what the lyrics are, I don't mind some of them. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't be. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be like swearing or talking about drugs or anything. But I remember watching like a clip of this one interview, and I don't remember who they were interviewing, but it was someone in the rap industry. And they were saying, like, when we say, when we use the language in rap, this is how we're talking to each other. So I think this person in particular was saying, if like they wish like rap was a little bit better as far as like content goes, because, they talk about like bitches and hoes and everything. And he was like, we're talking about Black women when we say that. And when they use the N-word, we're talking about Black men when we do that. So if we could just like kind of change the content a little bit in that perspective. And I was like, if that's a thing, cool. Yeah, I don't know.
Who said
Because I know
that?
that's all. I don't remember. I'm sorry. It was like a clip of an interview. I don't know who it was. But it's also like I was always confused as to why, yeah, you have those lyrics in the rap, and then when people try to rap it back, people get upset about it.
Is this because of the language they use?
Not just the language, but I understand now it's more.
In what content do they get upset though? Like,
Okay, yeah. So I think it's because I didn't understand it when I was younger, but now I understand it's because, like I said, a lot of rap involves the N-word. And if you look like me, you're not allowed to say stuff.
right?
So,
Well, I mean, here's the thing, and I guess because I grew up in a very different environment,
right.
and I don't say the N-word on the podcast, but I say it all the time in person. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are.
I heard him. He said it a bunch of times.
Yes,
I've heard him say it
I've
too.
said it to like
Been off the podcast, we've heard it.
convention guests, like, and staff, or like people that we work with, like, what the fuck, and like the thing is, where I grew up, in the environment that I was, like even white people said it. Like occasionally you had the white guy that said it, and nobody batted a fucking eye because this guy was walking around looking like fucking a fake ass Slim Shady anyway.
You're in the hood.
Right, I grew up like
Right.
essentially I grew up in the hood, like because our school was mostly, it was like 40% Hispanic, 40% black, and like 20% white. Like if you were white in our school, it was a big fucking deal.
Sounds like my school.
My school wasn't the hood, but we were pretty diverse. So we actually had like
Same.
a really good mixture of, like, once again, technically, I actually was the minority because Jewish.
Same.
So
Secret minority. They don't know yet.
Right, no,
They
but
do.
if you push aside the religious race thing, like, because
Right.
Jewish is more of a religion anyway, but it's played as a race. But if you push that aside, like, let's just say that doesn't exist. You walk around, we look at you, and we're going to see you as a white person.
right.
And you are not like the white person that we were used to, like, damn dog, who the fuck this is, like that kind of person. Like, it's because there are times when I go, like, I've been to parties, like, I went to parties in the hood, and then I went to parties outside, like, they were. How do I describe it? Damn it! They were more like the. It was kind of like BDS, the BDS,
Wait.
the bondage.
BDSM.
BDSM.
Yeah, the bondage parties? Tell
Yeah.
me more.
Well, they had that there, but it wasn't like completely that. But it was more of the gothic, white-centered parties.
Well, then that's not BDSM. That's
No,
just
but they
gothic.
had that in the back. They had the
Sure, yeah.
the chains and the swing,
Yeah.
and then they were whipping girls, and
Got some cool ass parties.
they were some really cool parties.
My girlfriend would love to go to that party.
So, I went to these things, and I had to be different. Like even with my ex-girlfriend, whenever I hung out with her friends, I had to be different.
You'd go
Right.
white.
I had to be like, she's like, please don't. And this was this was like a very toxic thing for her to say, but it's like, please don't be yourself. And I was like, okay.
up.
So I didn't fucking talk. And at this party, I was trying to help this guy. Like, hey man, do you need help? I'm gonna help you down the stairs. He shoved me like, get the fuck off me. And I was like, who the fuck are you, you bitch ass mother? This, that, yada yada yada. I oughta push you down
Floodgates
that
have opened.
motherfucking stairs myself. You stupid ass bitch ass, looking ass motherfucker. I'll beat your motherfucking ass when you come down them motherfucking stairs. I was all kinds of this and that, and it was so much worse. I censored half of it. It was so much fucking worse, and I was ready to be like, I'm like, damn, bro. My friend was like, dude, are you okay? Like, yeah, he just brought out the hood in me. I'm like, what's going on? I blacked out. Because that's just like, I'm a product of my environment. That's where I grew up. That's how I was used to talking. Because like, you know, the whole, why are you talking white? That was something we heard a lot.
Yeah.
When you
I heard-
spoke
I heard a lot
proper
about that.
English, people would say, oh, you're talking white. Like that is something I legitimately heard, and that's something that's thrown around in the black community a lot. Like, and that's something that's also thrown around in the Latino community. Anytime you speak proper English, it's like, oh, you're talking like a white boy. So I mean, it's just, but rap. Everyone listen to rap. Everybody listen to Tupac. Everybody listen to Eminem. Everybody listen to South Park Mexican. Everybody listen to whatever came out from Swishahouse. You're talking about Mike Jones, Paul Wall. Who? Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones.
This is the middle linebacker for the St. Louis Rams in 2000.
Okay, so Mike Jones is only famous in Houston, but he made the song. It was like,
I know about
then,
Mike
they
Jones.
didn't. Back then,
Oh,
hoes
now
didn't
I'm
want
hot.
me. Now I'm hot.
Now I'm
hoes
hot,
all
they
want-
all love me.
And I would listen to that shit 3 or 4
Same.
times a day. And that shit was really fucking cool. And whenever we go to Mexico, I was one of the only people. Actually, me and my brother were the only people in our entire family that listened to 50 Cent and Eminem and Dr. Dre and like right now, like
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre, I fucking love Dr.
I don't think he's a real doctor.
Yes, he is. He's a doctor of beats.
Thugonomics.
Thugonomics.
Oh,
So
I hear
okay,
John
but
Cena
and
say
here's
it.
another question.
Dr.
So,
Thugonomics!
Jesus.
Jesus,
Brr, brr, brr.
you know what? You just lost 3 cool points, man. You just,
What do you mean?
with that little plastic ass, shitty ass, dollar store looking ass belt.
Alright, this is an original from 2006 or 2005.
I have the world title here somewhere. Anyways, so what is your stance? Because you said drugs. So what is your stance on rap music or hip hop about drugs?
I really don't have one. But it's like with mumble rap, it would just. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know. It's one of those things where I just don't like it, and I have no idea why. But it's just whenever.
Estelita, you spelled Tupac right. No, I'm sorry. I'm addressing the comments. Estelita.
Yeah, she spelled it right.
Yep, Tupac. So, just for our listeners that are watching, for those of you that don't know, Tupac wrote a song, and it's a very powerful song. If you never heard it, I recommend that you go listen to it. It's called Changes.
I've heard it.
It is a
I hope
very,
so.
very powerful song. He says the N-word in a line, but cops don't give a damn about a
Negro.
Pull the trick. Don't say it, damn it.
That's as bad as the other one.
Oh,
Because we get
I didn't know.
demonetized every time people say it. Like, our
Alright,
videos
hold
already
on, guys.
gotten demonetized for the Black Table podcast. Yeah, but like I said, I don't say it on the podcast. You're fine. You're fine. Anyways.
Too late. He's already gone.
Yeah, he's already gone. Anyways, you're fine. You're fine, dude. You're fine. You're like, pull the trigger, you kill the guy, and then you're a hero. Like, in the song, he legitimately says that when the cops kill a black man, he's considered a hero. And then it says, everybody in the country, who the hell cares? One less hungry mouth on the welfare. And then why don't you let them sling dope, and then watch them kill each other? He talks about like, you know, we might not see a black president or anything. You know, it's so amazing, which we have, Barack Obama. But like the song is so powerful because he has his songs where he talks shit to like NWA and Biggie Smalls, but he has his songs that with messages like that just speak so like they just mean a lot. Like he's gotten his ass whooped by the police for singing shit like that.
Yeah.
Because they don't like that. Police brutality is not new. Let's just put that out there. Police brutality is not fucking new. It's been around for a long fucking time, and it's been a subject matter for a long fucking time. And people have been trying to take a stance against. There are people that are standing against them. There are people who are like, no, it's not the police. No, bullshit. Go back to the 90s. Look at all those damn trials where that one dude whose ass they whooped on the
Rodney
street.
King.
Right,
Rodney
and then
King.
they dismissed the case, and none of the guys were found guilty. They were rioting on the streets.
They had the cops on camera.
They did. They had him on camera beating him like it was a piñata.
Yes.
So, for those of you wondering if Geeks 5 ever backs the blue, no, we don't. At least I don't. I mean, they can if they want. I don't care, but I don't.
You back the Blue Yeti.
This was not a personal choice.
I love the weaves that are like, oh, that's okay. I sleep with the sword next to my bed, bruh. If I'm
Guns?
I have a gun next to my bed. If you even if I even catch you like in my backyard, pop pop.
But he had a sword. He should have.
No, like
Pep, pep.
but
Those are
You
words.
watch a popcorn, motherfucker.
but let's
Yes.
talk about the mumble rap thing. Snoop Dogg said the problem with mumble rap is there are too many people that sound exactly the same.
Yeah.
When you sound the same and you have no identity, you are lost in the shuffle and easily forgotten.
The names even sound the same.
They all say, yeah, they're all the same. It's all little this or with this. And it's like, I can't tell who the hell is who anymore. Not that I could tell who was who to begin with, but
Little
still.
Wiss. Oh, yeah, I like that guy.
Because
Little
like
West
I
Chain.
don't have a problem with songs with drugs in them because
Deep, deep, deep in the ocean.
That's not mumble rap though.
I know,
No.
but it's about drugs.
No, it's not.
He just says
That
we're
song's
smoking.
about drugs.
It's about
I
smoking
thought it
weed
was-
and getting drunk.
I thought it was a song about being, you know,
drunk.
but
No.
the verses are about just being young and not really
No,
caring
it's like
about.
because he says, "Who so what we smoke, so what we get drunk,
Yeah, that's
so
the
what we
chorus
smoke
line.
weed. We're just having fun. We don't care who sees." Like, and
But
then
the
Snoop,
chorus line is that, but the verses are about living life, you know,
right? But
like
you
there's
like,
no tomorrow.
who cares if we're
Still
doing
in
like
there.
weed and shit though? Because too many people are hung over on like, oh my god, they're singing about drugs. Like, yeah, but you know, what's the problem? What's everybody's beef with weed?
What's the big deal?
What's the big problem with weed?
What's the dealio?
Well, that's a whole history thing we don't really want to get into.
I'll
so.
get into it every day because it's weed.
Was that didn't like
I won't talk about religion. I won't
wasn't
talk
there
about
like a-
sports.
Oh,
But I'll talk about weed every day.
okay.
Why would people do drugs when they can just mow a
Oh,
lawn?
their lawn.
Why would you smoke weed when you can just destroy
What were
your
you trying
liver
to say,
with liquor?
Sonic?
I was gonna say like didn't like wasn't there a Family Guy episode about that? Like Brian was trying to advocate like
Yes.
pot and all that, and he
The bag of
explained
weed.
why. Yeah, he was trying to explain how weed was like, what was it, a tool or some shit?
It was
Like, like a
for
prop-
paper shit because they're losing
There was
money or something.
there was a slandering campaign against it back in the day
Yeah.
because a lot of corporations were going to lose a lot of money if hemp was used as a viable resource for a lot of.
It's a super plant.
Specifically, it was in Nixon's time, there was a lot of conflict about the Vietnam War, and Nixon was not happy with hippies and
Maybe smoke weed.
black and-
Well, let's make weed
black
bad.
and Mexican people. So he was like, what is this like one thing that ties all these groups together and that I can take away from and basically get rid of these people from being a thorn in my side. And they all smoked weed. So they're like, we're going to criminalize weed and we're going to tell people like, this is what's going on. Right. And people on his staff have admitted like, yes, we knew this was, it was basically a witch hunt. And so they were like, if we took this away from them, we could break down all these groups. And these were the main people that were against like the Vietnam conflict. And we just wanted to get these people out of the way of Nixon's run. So that's why.
And then Nixon got himself out of his run.
Well, there was that, but we still kept
look
it.
at some of
But
the,
we still
some of
kept
the
it like
greatest
criminalized.
artists in the world. James Brown.
Mm-hmm.
What was the question?
No,
Yeah.
we're talking about drugs and music in general.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because like one of the greatest rappers of all time is Snoop Dogg. There's no doubt about that. He is one of the greats. He's gonna go. If there was ever a Mount Rushmore of rap, Snoop Dogg is debatable on being on that mountain. Like I don't know if he would go on it, but you could argue that he needs to be on there.
Mhm.
Now,
Absolutely.
right. So Snoop Dogg is one of those individuals that raps about weed all the fucking time, and people are like, Molly. Yes, there's rap music about Molly. I don't hear it as much. It's mostly about drinking though, and drinking honestly, it's much more dangerous than.
Mm-hmm.
You ever gotten high? Like you ever get high, dude? You just want to fucking lay there and stare at the ceiling, and contemplate your life. Ecstasy though, that. Oof. That is a party drug. That is the one that makes you go when you're just kind of standing there.
Tree.
No, that was acid.
I think that tree was trying to tell me something.
Bro, that actually happened, dude. Holy shit. So the first time I tried
That's why he fought it.
No. The
that
first time I tried acid, so I tried it for the first time. And bro, I started talking to the trees. And I'm like having a full conversation with this fucking tree. And my friends come back, they're like, what's going on? Hey man, y'all just missed a lot of shit, dude. Like this tree over here. See this tree? This tree is dating that tree. And he is pissed because his girlfriend over there is cheating on him with that tree. But the other tree over there that's kind of like leaning is in love with this one. And there's like a whole thing going on between these trees. And this one's just like, why the fuck why can't we get some alone time together? I'm like,
Okay, good. We need to go back to the tent. And just
hold on,
turn
let me talk about the damn
Sounds
tree
like
for a
you were
second.
contemplating something that was going on in your life at the time.
No. I was just high as fuck. I was just high as fuck. Like I imagined the thing with the trees. It's fucking great.
Yeah, I know, but it sounds like your hallucination was a reflection of what was going on in your life at the time.
You would think that, dude, but I've taken psychology and sociology, and actually, I'm not very complex. I'm very, I stay simple. The reason why, and you're gonna laugh at that. But I purposely tried to keep my mind and my train of thought simplistic, because whenever you stay simple and you stay moving forward, people try to figure out and try to understand who you are, and they fail at it because they try to overthink things. Because they can't truly believe that there is someone who's just, I want to get from point A to point B, and I don't know. Like I'm pretty much, I want to be that dog chasing the car, and once I get it, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
Smooth brain.
Because I prefer to have like my train of thought, because I can be very complex, but at the same time it's like, what's the point in it? Because I have anxiety and depression. If I try to overthink things, I'm actually going to end up hurting myself. So let's just keep it simple. So naturally, whenever people say you just lost the game, I'm like, no, I didn't, because I'm thinking about the chicken sandwich right now. In order to lose the game, you have to think about the game, but I'm thinking about food. I'm actually hungry.
It's always thinking of food.
You should come to San Antonio and we should get some Gino Deli.
It's fucking hot over there. When it's 110 here, it's 150 there.
Yeah.
It's a long way to go for like a sandwich.
I know it's a long way to go for a
Yeah,
sandwich.
but
You better
it's
be
the
there.
best. But according to Yelp, this is the best food Texas has to offer.
Yeah, well, Smooth Brain over here will just have like a regular
I
burger
don't know,
or something.
dog. If I'm not willing to risk it for the brisket, I don't know if I want to risk it for a sandwich.
Smooth brain.
I miss Buc-ee's. I'll think about it. Anyways, so how long have you been rapping? Like, as a rapper, how long have you been at this?
See, I saw 8 Mile in 2004.
He
so
had you reference 8 Mile. Please.
look, in 2004, I saw 8 Mile, and when the movie was over, I took it as a sign from God that this is what I was born to do.
I saw Scary Movie 3, and that convinced me that aliens are
You
real.
and 75% of the fucking population that saw that movie had an epiphany. I need to be a rapper.
Which is kind of ironic because Scary Movie 3 has a scene referencing 8 Mile.
Yes.
That's why.
Yes,
That's
it
why.
Yeah.
That's the most ironic thing about it too.
That's why I said it.
Good eye. I like that. That scene's kind of funny.
It is.
Subtle references.
It is.
If you
8
had
Mile is a
said-
good movie. I can understand.
No,
if,
it's an amazing
If you're,
movie.
if you're
It's really
already
good.
rapping, then that'd be one thing.
It's an amazing movie. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to like dog on you for using that as an
It's
inspiration.
fine.
But it's like at the same time, like, bruh, he had to say fucking 8 Mile.
Like,
It's like
when
it's pretty obvious at this point.
at the Dragon Ball versus Naruto panel, one thing I've always wanted to do is I've always wanted you to give me like the honor of the last Dragon Ball joke, just so I could be like, now everybody here for DBZ, put your Super Saiyan hands up and follow me.
Bruh, if you had told me, man, you know what? I watched this movie, and it's what really inspired me to become a rapper. It was called Malibu's Most Wanted.
Oh,
God, I remember that movie.
dude, that
And
would be
Homeboy
in
was
middle
like-
school.
Homeboy was like, traffic, looking for my chapstick.
There's a Ford Maverick.
I'm feeling kind of car sick. There's a Ford Maverick. Malibu. I hope your next album that comes out is
Malabute.
called Malabute.
I mean, that would be
Majin
copyright-
Butte.
Yes.
Dude,
Wait,
I'm-
where
I'm
are you on the
helping.
screen?
I'm forward.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Now, if you're a wrestling fan, you need to get some of you and you and your friends need to dress up as the New Day and just have like girl butts next to you and be called Booteos.
That was booty.
Yeah, it was booty.
That was so booty.
That's an ass.
That was
No, just settle. Just settle for the New Day and just throw bootios. Just throw Cheerios.
throw Cheerios at people.
Throw
Booty
cereal.
mania. There you go. Booty mania.
But
Gotcha.
like, what was it about the movie that really
Say it with a
Gino's
straight
Deli
face.
is good, hot or cold?
It is.
Okay, if we went, what would you recommend?
The smokestack.
Number 2.
The number 2. Well, fuck.
The number
no,
2 is
no, no.
always good, no matter where it is.
For SJ, I'd recommend the Dirty Derek. For Jace, he seems like he's more of a spicy person. I'd recommend the Hot Rod Burger.
I'm a
And
vegetarian.
for
Ooh.
they have vegetarian option too. For if
You
you
clearly
wanted
don't
that-
watch this show.
He's not a vegetarian. He talks about how he had Whataburger and shit.
Delightful.
Sonic, I'd recommend a turkey roni.
The turkey roni?
Yeah.
Jabroni? But turkey roni?
Yeah,
Pepperoni,
you look like a
pepperoni.
Okay. No, okay. I got a question.
Uh-huh.
So, wait, fuck. I lost my train of thought again.
Oof.
So
You
why
should
did
write-
you,
you should write shit down
Why
now,
did
dude.
you recommend the Dirty Derek for SJ?
Just because, just for the laughs.
That sounds like, hey, girl, I got a friend named Dirty Derek who don't shower. I think he might be interested in you.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
He don't bathe.
Super Jew has standards
That's right. He needs to shower at
with
least
both
once a day.
and sandwiches.
This is true.
So if we I'll tell you what, I will
What?
come down to San Antonio and I will eat at Gino's Deli if you're buying because I'm poor.
Oh yeah, I can get it for. Yeah.
Drive all the way to
I
San
gotta hook up
Antonio
to-
for
yeah.
a free sandwich.
I want to fucking hook up. No, but like, okay, so why do you recommend Gino's Deli?
Well, for one, I've actually had it and it's pretty good. And like I said, according to Yelp, this is the best that Texas has to offer.
Bruh, no, just go ahead and plug them as your sponsor. I know they're your sponsor.
They are, yeah. And another thing is that I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. Should I? Whatever. They've had Dime Dives and that Guy Fieri show. They
Diner,
took-
drive-ins, and dine.
Yeah, they turned him down 3 times to be on the show.
Does your sponsor know
Is
you
he
have a
that-
Bucky's
Is he
cup
that
behind
fat
you?
dude with the spiky bleach blonde hair?
Yeah,
He looks like the guy from Smash Mouth.
Guy
Yeah.
Fury.
Oh, for real? I
He-
thought that was the guy from Smash Mouth.
They're the same person.
Somebody
guy from
once
Smash
told me
Mouth,
that
the guy from
Gino's
Ice-
Deli's good. I wanna try their sandwiches.
So
They're
and also
looking kind of sus with their meats and their crust.
but Jesse,
We tried.
Guy Fieri, the guy from Smash Mouth, and the guy from Insane Clown Posse, they're all the same guy.
That's why you never see him in the same place.
Yeah.
I knew all those white people looked alike. They were the same white person.
Looking kind of sus.
Looking kind of sus for real. You never see them in the same spot together.
Hey, why's that clown in the back kitchen cooking food and keeps saying Flavor Town?
How's that guy not died of a heart attack?
He probably works out.
He does.
Under his shirt, it's just solid muscle.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
it's probably
Bullshit.
that.
He's
Have you
Uncle
seen
Iroh.
Anything that weighs more than a pound, he struggles to lift off the plate.
Like, dude,
It's 'cause all starch.
he has a collection of Chevys, and they're all yellow with black racing stripes.
Yeah, and he has
Fucking
a
collection of the same fucking car.
He has a collection of the same car. He also has a collection of Hawaiian shirts with flames sticking
No,
on,
they're
on
not
the
the
bottom
same
like
car.
it's the 90s.
He's single-handedly keeping them in business.
The
talking
Hawaiian
like-
shirts or the Chevys?
The fire shirts.
No, I'm talking about like he'll have a C5 Corvette, a 76 Chevelle, and a brand new Camaro, and they're all yellow with black stripes.
You know, I don't understand celebrities. Why do they have to have so many cars? Like, I would have one
Why not?
good car.
Only got one ass.
Yeah, you only got one ass. I would just buy V8 like pickup
Also,
trucks.
another,
that can haul-
and also another thing, most of them don't travel with the car. They usually
They don't.
be on a plane or by someone's limo or just somebody else driving for them.
I would buy a reasonable house. I would buy a good. I would actually buy a really nice vehicle. Like, I'm talking about like a big ass. I would get like a Toyota Tundra V8, $50,000 vehicle.
But is that like a decent house? Would you also buy like land, like property or something like that? Like
Yeah,
an
like get a
acre?
pool. You
I'll
know.
buy a big ass wall.
I have
First
a
thing is
shopping
first. I
list
would
of
like
cars
to
I
buy
want.
my mom a house. Like that would be cool.
Yeah, I'd probably do that too. I'd buy my folks a house, and this house I would just probably like convert into like, I don't know, a vacation home or some shit.
Fire.
But I would have like an entire room just dedicated to Dragon Ball.
Bro,
There you
like
go.
when I'm a
This
famous
guy's
rapper, I
thinking.
have a whole shopping list of cars I want to get.
A whole shopping list of cars.
Yeah,
They're all gonna be the same
It's,
color.
it's the rapper Itis.
No.
He's over here like all rappers talking about his cars and hoes and money.
No,
The next
but
thing you
here's
know,
the
he's got a bunch
thing.
of
all
cars,
those
too.
cars they
But-
have aren't really theirs. They rent them.
yeah, but here's the thing. My list is like 86 Toyota Corolla, 2003 Mitsubishi Lancer,
A Toyota
19
Corolla?
86 Toyota Corolla. Yeah, the one from Initial D.
Okay.
Deja vu. In this bin,
Yeah.
this place before
Yeah.
fire.
I already know that
The
if,
first
if,
time I've heard a Toyota Corolla listed on anyone's list of cars I really want to have.
I have a Toyota Corolla, which is ironic.
I'm gonna buy
Hey,
me.
look.
I'm gonna be.
I want the Mach 5 from Speed Racer.
That's-
There you go.
yeah,
That's a dream
that'd
car.
be nice.
Jake, there was a time when the Toyota Corolla was a legit hot hatch kind of sports car, but you know,
Plymouth Prowler. It's my car.
that was a letdown.
Actually, I have a question for all of us.
Uh-huh.
If you were able to own a car from like a fictional product or something like that, what kind of car would you want?
Oh, I
Or,
can
like,
answer.
The General Lee.
SJ
I
would
still
get
want a
Optimus
Bumblebee.
Prime.
Bumblebee. I
But-
can't drive a
Bumblebee.
semi.
That's
Kid
why you
drive a stick.
hire somebody to drive it for you.
What about, would y'all want the car built for Homer? The Homer?
The Homer.
I would want the Homer. I would
Bro,
drive it.
if I could have a fictional car, it'd
Yeah.
be the sheepdog from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh. That's a good one.
Dude, it's actually easy to make.
Actually,
How awful that would
actually,
fucking
I
be.
just
rains?
I want Kit from Knight Rider, the
Which
original
one?
one.
Oh,
the
actually,
original
you know
one.
what? I got one. The DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Like, I also want the Charger from the Fast and the Furious.
Which one?
Awful.
The first Fast and Furious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's like 8 of them.
I know.
I want the Michael Keaton Batmobile. So
Yes, I was
so-
just about to
so I
say
can
that.
never turn.
Batmobile.
You can turn the
I
vehicle
turn
or
with-
turn your neck.
Both.
Like-
If it comes with a cowl, I'll wear it because all I use is grappling hooks to turn the fucking car.
I also want the Mustang from the Need for Speed movie.
Okay, since we're all giving it like a second vehicle, now y'all got me thinking about the second vehicle.
I mean, I'll give one fantasy one.
Oh no, this isn't the second vehicle. I'm talking like,
Well, I gave like
11th or
3.
12th.
What's
Well, okay,
another
second
nice
vehicle,
car?
SJ. What would be a second vehicle if you couldn't get a Bumblebee?
Well, I told you, Knight Rider.
Oh, Knight Rider, right. Right, sorry.
The good Knight Rider or that shitty remake they did?
She said the first one.
The original one.
First one.
'cause-
Hey,
yeah,
I like the remake.
And then
I
Robot
haven't
Chicken.
watched it yet. I have it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Robot Chicken made a joke about that. The Knight Rider.
It's
He
a
was
car
like-
that turns into
the-
other cars.
No,
You
the
know-
the nerd fell asleep, and he's dreaming about Knight Rider. But what happened in the dream? It came out. It's the remake one. He's like, not that stupid crappy one. I'm gonna go take a nap. And the kid goes, You can't fall asleep in a dream. Of course you can. Did you see Inception? Oh, 100 million people see it. He's
Oh my
like
God.
trying to get out of that dream of seeing.
Okay, thank you
Knight-
for that. I finally decided what my second vehicle would be if I can't get the sheepdog vehicle from Dumb and Dumber.
You could get the sheepdog. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that'd
It's
be
not-
fucking
it
great.
doesn't
I would
cost much for
drive
an
that.
80
I would drive that everywhere. I would go back to church in that vehicle.
It doesn't cost much for a Ford Econoline van from the 90s.
Okay, you say it doesn't cost a lot to a man with no money.
I mean, by
Anything
car
is more than
standards.
I'm just saying that thing gets rained on once. You're
It's
not
no
allowed to
good.
drive it anymore.
Right. Oh, no, okay. Okay, how about as long as it comes with a great name, the Mystery Machine?
Yes.
Sure.
Which
Which
one?
one?
The live action one or
No.
the?
What
Because
the
there's different
fuck?
ones.
I want the
The one for the
cartoon one.
Cartoon.
I know, but like
Which
there's
cartoon?
different there's
The one that
different
never-
incarnations
OG,
of it.
Yes.
OG cartoon.
Okay.
Okay.
The one that comes with Scooby and a pack of weed.
Just always have weed. It's in the car. My fancy car.
What do you think the Scooby snacks are made of?
I want the weed car from Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke.
Yeah.
The car literally made
I
out of
would
weed.
like one of Eddie Guerrero's mini lowriders that he took out to the ring.
I was just listing cars that we think are cool.
Okay, yeah,
Like-
we said we were. Watch, I end up getting
Oh,
like,
that's good.
watch, I become a multimillionaire and I just drive a fucking Kia Soul.
Bruh,
With
did
a
you know
rat- with a
that
Goku
Christian
rat.
Bale drives a '99 Ford Tacoma?
A what?
The
A
Christian
99
Bale drives a '99
Oh.
Ford Tacoma.
Jesus Christ, dude, that fucking smoothie's kicking in.
Told you. He's got the rumblies in his tumblies.
For real. It, like,
Guys, are we still live?
Yeah, we're still alive.
we're still
Yes,
alive, of course we
boy.
are.
Yes, boys. We are
Okay,
still
because
alive.
according to Facebook, we're not. Oh, never mind.
You have to restart it sometime. You have to refresh.
If you're not on it constantly.
If you're not on it consistently, you have to refresh it.
Okay.
Because it will easily lose the signal. Like YouTube, it's not that stupid, but Facebook is pretty stupid. Why are there a lot of people watching us on Twitch? That's what I'm curious.
Hey.
That's
Hey,
'cause
people
I'm
on
here.
Twitch, welcome. Because
What's
I'm
up,
here.
Twitch?
Hi, Twitch. Hello.
One of them just
Well-
asked, like, who the fuck is that?
That's Super Jew.
That's
Keith
Deacon Rap.
Exotic.
Deacon Rap, the rap. He's here to talk about.
My new album,
Oh yeah, you
With-
do have a new
Oh,
album, which
yeah,
is called.
yeah, which Jesse is designing the album cover for.
You already used it.
Huh?
You already debuted the album.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You released a video and the album covers on there.
Anyway.
Yeah, but what you call? I still need the revised version.
The revised version is just the just hair on Saitama.
Yeah, no, we actually need a DR on the belt buckle, and then maybe try and use a different filter.
What's wrong with the filter?
Ah,
Chris,
like-
Uh-oh.
he's critiquing your work.
Uh-oh.
This is hilarious.
like for me, I'm like, this is okay, but for some of the people I showed it to, they're like, I
Dude,
guess.
dude, I'm
Ooh,
gonna show you something.
no.
I drew this and printed it.
Is that the cover?
No, this is
No,
Oh
just,
no, the Deku Gohan.
and
Neat.
there were people that were still criticizing it, like, oh, you missed some spots, you missed here, you missed there, you
Look
messed
here,
up
you
one of his
bastard.
fingers. There's
Yeah,
always
like,
people
shut
are
the
always
hell
going to criticize the art. You got to understand that I'm not a professional. Like people are going to criticize my art, but the thing is, if you like it, that's what should matter. Like if you like it, if you want something changed because that's what you want, fine.
I got you.
But if you like it, like I like some. You're gonna get to the point where you kind of like you're gonna make a decision and people don't like it. Like me, like with Geeks Forever, I made decisions that people didn't like, and that's why they kind of left. And then but I have to stick to my guns. Like
I gotcha. Yeah. Well, my thing is like I wanted to, cause like with this album, right? I didn't really talk to people. I just did exactly what I think what was cool. I didn't really ask others' opinions. Whereas now I'm on a different level than when I was when I released this thing. So now that I have like advisors and stuff and people who have been in the industry that are helping me out, I'm actually using the resources that I have.
right? No, and that's
It's like
good.
I understand that you don't see yourself as a professional, but compared to a lot of the people that I tried researching, dude, you're better than you think.
Well, we're not here to talk about my art, okay? Like I
Yeah.
really your album is the last piece of art I'm probably ever gonna do.
But it's like okay.
What about that tasteful nude I requested from you?
Yeah, I don't draw. I get a lot of
The tasteful.
So here's the
nude.
thing, I actually got requests for adult art, like they wanted
Oh,
something lewd.
NSFW.
Yes,
Yeah,
not safe for
NSFW
work
art.
material.
Lewds.
I had to deny. I turned down every single request.
No,
You
it's
know how
fine
much
because
money
there's
that
a lot of
was?
artists who like refuse to do NSFW art.
Right. One, it's a lot of this. It's a lot of anime characters, and the anime's like, oh, can you draw horchata or frappe?
Ochako.
Like, whatever. Horchata.
My Hero, there you go.
Yeah, my hero girls. Can you draw them like this, that? I'm like, dude, they're like, aren't they like 15, 16? Like, yeah. No, I'm not doing it. And it's like, I don't even do that art. I don't do that kind of art anyway. So I'm like, no, I've turned down more than $2,000 worth of commissions when it comes to lewd art.
How much to draw my girlfriend like one of your French girls? Wait, you never
I'm
seen
not trying to
Titanic?
sound sexist, but I'm actually not very comfortable drawing female characters just yet.
Okay.
Because I don't know. It's the body proportions that kind of make it like weird for me.
I understand. Like I have a friend who I wanted him to do it, but he was it takes him 6 months to draw something.
Oh my
He's
fucking
he's used to drawing like beef, busky, muscly guys.
Mhm.
So yeah, whenever he draws female characters, they're kind of like okay, but whenever he draws guys like big, muscly, and everything, it looks amazing.
Well, no, I can draw girls. It's just that like, oh, can you make her boobs bigger? Or can you make her ass bigger or make her thighs bigger?
Yeah, some of them would be like that.
Yeah, I'm like, why? Like, her measurements are according to the anime. Well, yeah, but I prefer if she has a little bit more
Yes.
bust. I'm like, no, you know what? I'm gonna give you what I have for free, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and like not do the project anymore. And then I'll give it to him, but with my watermark all over the fucking picture. Oh
Gotcha.
no, bathroom break.
Tell you what.
Okay, I'll continue this interview. I'm a professional.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, good. Because I'm
Go
probably
shit yourself.
shut up. Stop telling people
I
what it
told
is.
you get that green screen. You don't have this problem anymore. You
Hold
just
on,
set
let
it up
me-
in the bathroom.
Let me set the video settings to where I will no longer appear. Hi. Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. I'll be back.
Okay.
All
She's
right.
gone? Jesse, can you hear
Welcome.
us?
Yeah, he'll show up eventually. Just listen to
Okay, all right, guys. So how do we steal his Dragon Ball collection and sell it for drugs?
Don't give a shit.
Well,
Why would we use it for drugs?
I mean, why not?
I don't know what to
Because
get
I don't
them
want
for
drugs. Yeah.
The only one I could think of we could sell them to is him.
I
He's the only
mean,
one on that list I could think of.
Yeah.
A quick turnaround.
like, dude, we could open up we could go to a convention and have our own table and
He'd
sell
be
them for
there.
like,
He can sense large collections of Goku figurines. He probably has them all tagged. We don't know. Anyway, so your project is already released. You
it's gonna
debuted on it?
it's gonna be released on November 4th.
November 4th. So you have 3-ish weeks.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything to promote it outside of just social media? Are you going to other places, doing more interviews?
I'm doing interviews all over the place. Like last week I was on a podcast in Atlanta. A week before that, I was in a podcast on Dallas. Then a few days before that, a podcast in LA, a podcast in New York, Detroit. I'm trying to get this word out everywhere.
Is there a reason you chose the terrible set of Kaiba to dress as today?
What you call it?
Why not?
Whenever I like if I'm doing an interview with people that are not really into anime, they're the normie type, I wear my Doctor Who suit, and I just get in character like, hold on, I get my Sonic Screwdriver like, hold on, ching. Okay, the signal is clear. Nobody's trying to intercept us. Oh, what do you mean who's gonna? The Daleks, the Cybermen, the Centaurians,
Yeah, but I think we talked this beforehand. Is before we got on. It's like trying to explain Doctor Who to someone who's not a nerd at all is impossible.
No, it's pretty simple.
You could say things at them, and they'll eventually just, oh yeah, British.
Like
Perfect
let me
sense.
give like Jake. I say it like this: Doctor Who is about a time traveler. He's an alien that looks like us.
Like Back to the Future.
Yeah, like Back to the Future, except he doesn't just go back 30 years. He goes like 1,000 years front, 1,000 years back. He can even go to other planets.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is the difference between him and us is he has 2 hearts, and he can't die. Like if you were to shoot him, he would just start glowing all gold, and then he would get a new face, a new body, and that's how they recasted him since like 1967.
So he just time travels all the time and gets shot a bunch?
No, he can only have 13 regenerations.
How many times has he been shot?
Not shot, but like he absorbed some radiation one time.
How many times has he died?
So far he died, technically he died 13.
I think he died he died 13 times. Actually, it's 14.
Yeah, he's on his last regeneration right now.
I think his last regeneration.
Yeah, it is supposed to be his last regeneration. Like one time he technically committed suicide.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got 3 weeks to release your album.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many. Do you have like a set? This is your first one you've done, or is it your second?
This is my second one.
Second one. How is it? Was it more daunting coming up with the second one because you know what you want to do differently, or is it you have so many ideas from the first one left over? You're like, oh, this should be.
I took the feedback from the first one, and I was like, okay, this is how I'm going to do the second one differently.
Does it have? I haven't bought a CD in ever.
Yeah, I know. Here's the thing. In 2017, new cars still came with CD players, where in 2020, Mitsubishi is the only manufacturer who still sells their cars with CD players.
Those 8-track tape players. Does it have more songs on it than the first one? I don't know what
it has
the ratio. Less?
Yeah, the first album had 7. This album has 5, and the reason for that is that it takes me. With this album, I'd go to the studio, we'd make a beat, I'd rap to it, zip it, it's done. Whereas with now, I'm actually sitting on it and trying to think, okay, am I really happy with this? And there's one song where we've had to redo 6 times just because I listened to it for a month, and I'm like, I need to do this. I said this word wrong. Hey, can we try it with a different mix? Hey, can I add this in the beginning? Oh, let me change deep word because I like deep word better. And yeah.
So the second album took longer, has less because you probably more active in the creation process.
Yeah. Originally it was going to be 10 songs, but because of my process, I figured let me just release half the album now, just because if I wait until the 10 songs are done, it's going to be 2025.
It'd be old references that no one will understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd probably be outdated in a way.
And my song Waifu Trash, right?
And no one knows what that is.
And my song Your Waifu is Trash. After I get done roasting all these waifus, I'm like, and now, ladies and gentlemen, the best girl of 2018 and trashiest waifu of them all, my waifu. Code 02 of Darling in the Franks. It's 2020 right now, and how many people remember Darling in the Franks?
That's 2018.
A lot of people still do. Yeah, that was 2018.
Yeah, that's I want to release that song while it's still relevant.
And then
That's
you're
the
trying to make it
problem.
as updated as possible.
Yeah, I know. But it's like most of the waifus I reference are like, they're already old technically. Like, um, I'm gonna start it off with the Naruto sluts. Give the fanboy the lyrical punch in the gut. He knocks a stalker, Sakura pain in the butt. She's more useless and annoying than a chihuahua mutt. I'm not even gonna try to watch One Piece uncut, but now I'm equally as greedy as Boa Hancock. At least they don't have dates right like Garlic Ezra. No one in particular from DSD, but they're all badly written, especially Grammary.
Nice, that was really good.
Yeah,
I got a
good.
little upset the second you said Hinata, but I'll let it go.
yeah. Oh, what you call it? My producer, he didn't watch anime, but he got offended about the fact that I said Chihuahua mutt because he has a Chihuahua.
How dare you compare my little dog to Sakura?
Sakura.
is useless.
No, but I can't wait to see if any My Hero guys get offended because I said My Hero girls are under a Demi better cut off.
I'm sure someone will get offended by it just because some old weeb will hear a reference to one of their animes. Like,
Oh yeah, like Asuna, Asuka, Remen Aluka, Ryoko, Tomoko, Ako Hestia, Dogosun Tenchi Muyo, Atafo, and Luca, all 9 killer scouts, and the guy in the tuxedo. He's the Yamcho Dacho. He's nothing but a lame-o. What does he do? Give a speech and throw a rose? He's the most overrated and overpicked of all his bondos.
Did you just reference an old anime? I'm offended.
well played. Welcome back, Goku. How much do you weigh now?
So I went to use the bathroom, and then I went to go get some water, and then I saw my. This is funny. I see my niece and my nephew watching The Grinch, the one with Jim Carrey in it, and he's all like, "Ooh, oh, that's it. I'm not going."
I'm not going.
That's every fucking cosplayer I've ever met. They're like, "Oh, yeah, nice." Nah, I'm not going to the con. That is fucking legitimately every fucking cosplayer I've ever met.
I'm not going.
I'm not gonna go. I look like shit.
Wallow in self-pity. I can't reschedule that again.
And then they go down. Oh my god, you look great. Thank you. Oh my god, they look awful.
Like a trainer.
Yeah.
So what did I miss? Why are we referencing?
We talked about.
We were talking about how we were gonna steal your Dragon Ball collection.
He was
Good
doing
luck.
it. I said it would never work because there are probably trackers on all those damn things anyway, and
They got booby traps on them.
you can sense large collections of DBZ collectibles anyway. So it's like moths to a flame. You show up with a mustache, like, I would like to purchase your wares. And then pull out a gun. Give them to me now.
I will be after you like thirsty simps after a hot girl just became single.
Slide it right into
So you're gonna throw hot dogs at me?
That's a waste
Yeah,
of
we're
food,
finna-
sir. I'm gonna slide
second
into
rule.
your
Pick it up.
DMs and be like, I'm gonna be like, hey there, baby girl, where's my shit?
But no, Jake, going back to your question, yeah, it's a different process this time, and so that's why I'm just cutting it off with 5 tracks.
Welcome back. How was your poop?
How much do you weigh now? If I asked Goku, I gotta ask you too.
Wait, you went to go poop too? I was just joking.
You're muted.
Yeah, I forgot that I did that. What makes you think I did?
Must have been loud.
'Cause
You muted your mic.
laughed. If it's
Maybe I was
kinda
just
true,
tired of
you'll
being
laugh.
on here for a bit and I had to go do something else.
Yeah,
I
poop.
think you turned on your TV. Did you turn on your TV? There's light on the wall now.
Yeah, there. It's the TV.
There's a blue light
Because you
on
can
the
kind of see the
camera
cartoon.
now.
Oh, sync.
Your sink has a blue light?
Yeah.
Blue light special.
It's one of those. It's a.
Is there a swing hanging from the ceiling? Just asking questions.
No, that's
We
what's
at
just
the
weird.
hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. We at the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
I have a follow-up for Deacon Rap because you have your upcoming release. Did you also get impacted by the fact that the whole entire country shut down? And so you had to cut it
Oh
short?
my god! So I was gonna go on 2 tours. I was gonna perform at Dragon Con. Like this was kind of gonna be the biggest year of my career.
I can feel that because it was going to be the same for us.
Yep, we were gonna
Yeah.
go Dragon Con too.
Yeah, we were going to go to Dragon Con and do Geeks Forever stuff and
Nice.
wave our junk in
Expectations?
traffic.
No,
Yeah.
We were going to go out and wave our junk in traffic. It would have been nice.
you would have gotten so much money.
So many sponsors.
Like what?
Nah. Like you would have got sponsored by Manscaped.
Oh god. This place is overrated. The lawnmower 3.0 is garbage. Don't get that.
Yeah, it really is not that great. And they'll sponsor anybody.
It's an overpriced, shitty trimmer.
And their sponsorship sucks. It's not really a sponsorship. You kind of have to still pay for shipping for the stuff.
I thought you use the code, you get free shipping and like 20% off.
Yeah, but no, they send us the shit for free. But they're like, oh, it's just a couple of bucks for shipping.
Not free.
Well, can I use the coupon code? No, you're receiving it for free. You can't knock off 20% off from free.
Knock off 20% for shipping.
I can certainly try.
Can I just?
It's kind of like how it's like Nintendo when like you get something free from like Club Nintendo, you started to pay for shipping.
Yeah, for real. Like, can I come pick it up from the warehouse and save myself the shipping?
And then they would try to outsmart you. I'm like, so you're willing to spend $400 on a plane ticket from here to Seattle just to pick up something for you could just spend $5? We'll just send it to you.
I can walk there.
I mean, sure.
That smooth brain mentality.
Like there's a company called Deal to make workout supplements that you put in your milk or your water or whatever. And the commercial is this big buff dude's like, we got every supplement you need, whether you're a beginner, an average gym pro, or an absolute savage. And we'll give you the shirt and the shaker. All we ask is you cover shipping.
Yeah,
their stuff is pretty good though.
Their stuff is pretty fucking good actually. Their stuff is great.
Yeah.
Beefcake.
I built up a strong resistance to fucking pre-workout, and that stuff worked.
I've made fewer dumb decisions since I started taking the pre-workout and post-workout.
Instead of cocaine and good for your health.
Let me explain.
Does it actually work?
That is how we actually
benched a
came
car.
up with the idea to do the Ninja Turtle cosplay, the one that SJ saw me in.
Cocaine.
Just a bunch
It
of
was
cocaine.
fucking cocaine. It really
Oh,
was.
God.
Because I was falling asleep. We were on our way back from A-Fest, and I'm falling asleep behind the wheel, and I'm like, dude, I need an energy drink. I need something because I'm gonna pass out. We're gonna die. Hey man, try this. Is that cocaine? It's not like, isn't that bad for you? You become addicted to it. Like, isn't it gonna kill me? No, man. He starts giving me like this whole fucking lecture about how it's not that bad for you. And then we did it for like a month and a half, to the point where I started bleeding from my nose and I had to stop.
Yeah.
I think once you started bleeding from your eyes, then you really should definitely take that.
Well, because like
At that point, there's no point in stopping.
we were losing weight. That was the only benefit.
That's because you're afraid of the fridge.
No,
Dragon.
because we're always in the back. Like, dude, don't try it. It's so awful. It tastes awful.
Don't do cocaine. You heard it at Geeks 5 Ever. It's bad.
Remember, I know from experience. I'm an
Okay, you know
unsatisfied customer, like in the Boondocks. Excuse me, sir. I need to return this crack.
Ain't no returns on crack.
If you wanna hang out, you got to take her out. Cocaine.
Okay. I like the propane version. Propane.
I can go for a
Propane
white.
accessories.
Remember,
Oh,
remember, boys and girls, don't go chasing the white pony.
Or is it the pink? The
I
pink.
thought you were
crab?
not supposed to go chasing waterfalls.
No, because I don't know. Depends on what you don't hallucinate with cocaine.
No, you just it gives you energy and makes you like
Manic.
Makes you shit a lot.
Yeah.
Goku.
I know from experience. But that's how we came up with the Ninja Turtle out, because you come up with ideas. You come up with all kinds of crazy ideas. So we came up with the idea to like do Ninja Turtle cosplays. And it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't do that anymore.
That's good.
I forgot
Expensive.
what we were
Expensive
fucking
habit.
talking about before we started talking about cocaine. What were we
Well, we
We're
went
talking
over.
about my album.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
talking
the-
about like his original plans before like this whole
Yes.
Oh.
pandemic.
Okay, so yeah, here's a good question. How do you, for the people that are interested, like, how do you get to do so many short shows? Like, how do you get to be on so many podcasts as a guest? How do you get to be on so many shows as a guest? How does that work?
So you just this is what I did. I went on Instagram and Facebook, whatever, and I googled podcast and I sent a bunch of messages. And then I know some of the people that I know that are in the industry. I'm like, hey, I'm dropping another album. I'm trying to get on as many podcasts as I can, promote it. Do you know of any I should hit up? And then they give me the direct, which ones to hit up, and plus I got friends like you who already have their own podcast.
You approached me too.
Yeah.
That was an easy one.
Hey,
yeah.
Goku, can I be on your show? Fuck it. I need a guest. Yeah.
Then you bailed on us.
No, No, he's been
He
trying
had
to be on
other.
the show.
He had other things he was doing.
Right. That was one week. That was one weekend where you had something else going on and we couldn't do it.
Yeah. Oh, I think I was. I was supposed to be on another podcast.
Right. You're like, oh shit, I forgot. I double booked.
Hmm.
One of the podcasters that you were on,
Yeah.
Velvet Vibes, is going to be our guest on Friday.
Oh hell yeah.
So that's going to be pretty interesting because I watched that episode and I really liked Velvet Vibes, so I started watching more of his shows. But
Nice.
like, because it's very rare. Like, it's really, really rare for other podcasts to be guests on a podcast. It's just like, the fuck, you know? But, you know, we reach out to a lot of people, so we haven't had people reach out. We've had a few people reach out to us. But it's not that rare. Like, I know because you are trying to make this into, like, this is your career, and you're trying to make this into your full-time job as well.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand, like, the drive. Like, you are trying to hustle out there. You're like, okay, I got to get myself out there. If I don't fucking put myself out there, then what's the fucking point, you know?
I want my '86 Corolla.
Oh, my fucking God.
Yeah,
You know what?
as
I
soon as
want
people
my
can sell
shaggy
his,
sheepdog car.
Your rolling mold factory.
First the car, and then the bitches.
Bitches.
That thing is
Yeah.
a chick magnet.
It's some kind of magnet.
It is. It's an
Mold.
attention magnet. I'll tell you that.
If
least
you
love
actually
it.
have a dog in there, it's a chick magnet.
Puppy.
Yeah. Just hook up with a chick so she can break up with you and then steal your dog. Yeah, that sounds like
Yeah.
Damn. Foiled again.
fun. Not again. Goku,
It's the
you
third
sound like
dog this
Goku.
week.
You like. Are you talking from experience, Goku? No. What have you heard? No, but like,
Yes.
what's the hustle like? Because we're in a pandemic. You're okay. So it's the pandemic. Everyone's plans have changed. We're not just talking about musicians. You're talking about not just you as a rapper, not just rock bands, not just under subsidence, DJs as well. Like the market is almost non-existent right now. We were looking at numbers. The economy is still in shit.
Hmm.
But the economy was near, if not at, Great Depression numbers of unemployment and businesses going under and people losing money.
I mean, me
So,
personally,
like- Well, here's the thing. So, what was when everything happened and you start finding out, like, when you start realizing, well, fuck, like, I know these cons haven't been canceled yet, but I really don't think I'm going to go. So, what was your train of thought? Like, what was the first step you do? Like, okay, now I really need to get my name out there. I can't take this break. I can't take a whole year break. What do I do? Like, what was your train of thought?
okay, so first off on the economy thing, like me personally, I judge the economy based off of the price of gas. So I don't think we're as bad as you think, because we're still under $2 a gallon. And as far as like the whole transitioning thing, basically I look at it like now I have time to be online and do all this online networking stuff that people told me to do.
I'm going to stop you right there. So, the problem with that gas price thing is this. Whenever there's not a lot of people traveling, they will lower the price of gas, so people will spend more.
And also in February, they had a bailout for the gas companies because the price of gas plummeted to it was cheaper to not make oil than it was to sell it.
Actually, yeah, they were
They had a
predicting that the
bailout.
price of gas was going to drop to below $1.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
on its way, and then everything else shut down.
Some gas stations actually had their gas as low as like 90 cents. Or something
So
like that.
the lower the gas means that they're trying to get people to buy.
Where they're producing enough of it where it doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
So
Well-
it's not a good. It's not a good little barometer. To
No,
judge something by.
we're not like dogging on you either. We're just trying to shed
Oh
some
yeah,
light.
no, I understand. Just because from you, I looked at things from one way, and you're telling me some information that I literally forgot about.
Although everyone's gas mileage increased during the shutdown because I was getting like 2 months to the gallon.
For real, I've been on the same fucking tank of gas for like 3 weeks.
It's about to expire, Goku. You should drive that.
No,
Oh,
it takes 3 months. It takes 3 months.
Oh, what you called it?
I Googled it.
Since we started opening, I can't keep a tank of gas for longer than 3 days.
Now everyone's driving a lot more because
Yeah.
delivery stuff.
Even
Yeah,
during the pandemic.
people will jump in their car and drive just to fucking drive.
I went out of the fucking house. That's what it is.
Even during the
Fucking loud.
pandemic, because I was still working, full tank of gas still only lasted me like 5-6 days max, if I was lucky.
Until you get that nice Toyota Corolla.
Oh no! Here's the thing. I have a Honda Fit, which has around 43 miles to the gallon.
God, how far are you fucking driving?
My job is 30 miles from my house,
Oh, okay.
and then I'm still going out with my friends doing photo shoots and stuff. I'm still going out here.
You work 30 miles away from where the fuck you live?
It's $16 an hour with a monthly $250
Dude.
bonus.
I bitch whenever I have to go to pick up my friend. He lives like 3 miles away from me. Like, bruh, you are far.
You gotta remember, I was an Uber driver for a whole year, working 40 hours a
Dude,
week.
I was an
doing
Uber driver for a year and a half. I once drove, and I once drove 2 hours north.
You
I was so
lifters.
close to the fucking Buc-ee's, I actually went to it. Because I picked up one guy in Houston.
I was a Lyft driver as well. I was doing it for almost 2 years.
Yeah. So, like,
Yes.
I'm used to the driving. I just don't like it.
To each his own.
And
Plus,
also,
I drove at
especially,
night.
yeah, and also, it's places you wouldn't expect it to be. Like, there was one where I almost drove some guy from like 290 of like around Jersey Village all the way to like Galveston.
Gotcha.
Like, Like, I've never driven to the airport before, but now I know which fucking terminals or which
Yeah,
fucking airlines.
Yeah.
I've never even been on a plane before.
But sometimes those airplane ride, the airport runs to like when you use Uber or Lyft, 9 times out of 10 they'll probably give you a tip for it.
They will.
Yeah. But anyway, going back to what you were saying, with the pandemic, it's like now I had time to do all this online networking, get on people's live stream stuff that my advisors were telling me to do.
Just
And
took
plus-
the entire world shutting down for you to do it.
Well, yeah, no.
Now I had time.
I mean, to be fair, because a lot of people don't really have the time or to do it because work get in the way on that.
Right.
Like at one point, when I was working, I would just all day I would just be on the road, and then when I come back home, it's already like late at night. I'm already tired. I just go back to sleep.
Time
And
to
there were
sleep.
some things I would have wanted to do. And then once the pandemic started, there were some things I was able to do. Like, I'll be real with you. Sometimes the videos I was doing on YouTube, that wasn't really possible had it not been for this pandemic. I mean, it's kind of a weird way to say that. I mean, obviously, there was some situations
No,
I
I
couldn't
feel
control.
you. Because like before the pandemic, whenever I'd make videos, my video quality, my editing quality had gone up because of the pandemic, because now I have more time to sit down and edit them.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Well, there's lots of things when you're faced with this. I was in the same I was in the same boat as Sonic. When I had 2 jobs. I worked for Southeastern Freight Company. I would work from 7 until 12:30 at night. And then Thursday through Sunday, I worked Uber. I would start like Thursday and Friday night at 12:30 when I got off. I went straight to the bar, to Midtown, to the bar scenes. And I would work. I would drive around until 6 in the morning, 6 or 7 in the morning. Saturday night, Sunday night, I did the same shit. Start at 10, start at 11, start at 12. It was better to start at 12 because that's when people were starting to go home. And I would make like $400 a weekend just on the fucking Uber. And then I had my regular job because I was getting, at the time, I was going to be a dad or I already was a dad.
Mhm.
And there was no way like I could do the podcast again. Like I can't work 2 jobs and only have, like, I slept a lot and I barely had any time to do anything. Like, I wanted to like relax and play video games, so that's what I would occasionally do. Like, I wouldn't even play video games. Like, I was just so fucking tired. I would just sit here and watch fucking movies, just like watch TV and then just take a fucking nap. But once the pandemic started, I lost my fucking job. I lost my car, so I couldn't do Uber anymore. So we started doing the podcast, and like the podcast from back then compared to now is like night and day. I don't know if Jace or anybody's ever gone back and looked at the old format. like it's audio only. It was actually pretty, and the audio quality was pretty fucking bad. Like it's awful. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fucking shitty. But like we've changed so much. Like even now, like you look back a month ago, we had the comment section on the podcast, and now we don't because it just doesn't work anymore. Because sometimes people will say something fucking stupid. Like our regular followers are great, like they're amazing, but we occasionally get like a bot or two that'll say something stupid. And we'd rather not, have something on the video as like, especially liable now. We don't want people to be liable or get in trouble for slander or saying something, And plus now without the comments on the podcast, we can look at the comments and filter through it and like say what we feel is appropriate and say like what we feel is not appropriate, or people share personal stories. We don't, like, nobody else will see it anymore. It's not on the podcast forever. So, it works a lot better now.
Mm.
But we're always evolving. We're always changing. Like the way I've learned so much more now than I ever have.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But that's just part of it, dude. You have to evolve. And being a musician, dude, you got to hustle, dude. You always have to hustle because even if you're not a starving artist, you are considered a starving artist.
Yeah. Yeah. My thing is like when I what really got me, transitioning for the pandemic was I saw this Facebook post that said if you don't leave the pandemic with a new hustle, a new skill, a new this and a new that, which I can't remember what they were.
A new belt size.
Yeah. You didn't lack the time, you lacked the drive.
No.
Here's I was gonna say I saw that post too, but at the same time you gotta understand not everybody. It's a sense of better late than never. Some people have different speeds and how they get to their stuff. Sometimes they have different circumstances as well. Not everybody not everybody can go, hey, I better grind this thing as quick as I can and all that.
Yeah, especially when you're struggling to like keep your house.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was gonna say
that doesn't apply to everybody.
I saw something similar to it, but this is what it said. If you haven't learned a new skill by the end of this, then you wasted your time. It was like shorter and sweeter and straight to the point. But that's not necessarily the case. I don't think that's the case because not everyone can do that. Like there are people that suffer that have anxiety and depression, and that creates mental blocks and it stops you from learning anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are fucking days where I don't want to do the podcast because I suffer from anxiety and depression, and it's one of those things too where like I am not open about it. I'm open about letting people know that I have that, but I'm not very open to the point where like, hey man, I'm really suffering. Can you help me out? No, because I don't do that because I wasn't raised like that. Like as a man, we are taught to like, we got to like hold it in and just keep going forward. And unfortunately people are like, Goku, you need to open up to people. You got to open up to people, but I can't do that. I just can't.
When I did have a depressive state, I used the Whisper app.
Right. Well, here's the thing.
That's different.
I don't want to get too much into it, but
It's fine. You don't have to.
But it's like, when you have the suicidal thoughts, it's a whole different ballpark.
I gotcha.
It's a whole different ballpark, and people that've been down that road, like they understand. Like no one understands it more than people that have been in that place, because you have to be in a very, very dark place. Having the thoughts is one thing, but actually going through with it and coming to the point where you are there and you're about to pull, like not metaphorically pull the trigger on it. It's just it's layers. It's like Shrek. We have layers, donkey, layers. It's like he says, it's layers.
I got you. I totally understand.
When we try to reach out to people, and some people just can't. Like some people are struggling really, really hard because they need an exit. Like some people lost their jobs. Like people are like, there's a lot of people right now that are struggling just to keep their homes, because like right now, the economy is shit right now. Like let's not sugarcoat anything. Like economy, there are a lot of businesses that have been around for years that are going under. There was a restaurant called Doyle's near my house. It's gone. It was there for like 30 or 40 years. It's gone because they went out of business.
Also, a lot of stores too, like big businesses like Palais Royal, that's gone. Pier 1 Imports, that's gone.
Palais Royal was out the door before the pandemic.
That's fair.
Like here in San Antonio, there was the two bars named Limelight and the Amp Room. Now the Amp Room, luckily, somebody bought them and they can stay open, but the Limelight worded to the grapevine that Limelight is going to close down.
If anybody from Game Guys is watching this or ever watches any of our episodes, get better arcade machines. Then I'll consider going back.
Is Game Guys still a thing?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, no disrespect to them, but it's just like I haven't heard anything from them in a while.
On Keyblade Sonic's behalf, no disrespect, but on my behalf, y'all need better fucking arcades because half of them either don't work or don't properly work.
It sounds like Anime Tokyo here in San Antonio.
Kind of, but it's just Game Guys is it's like a legit warehouse, but it's like mainly just arcade games and literally it's literally an arcade.
We use the word arcade game loosely. It's a few arcade cabinets with a bunch of TVs with modded Xboxes.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's Anime Tokyo. They have a couple of cabinets, but like a Time Crisis doesn't work. Terminator doesn't work.
Oh my god, it's the same fucking spot.
The classic DDR machine doesn't work. The only thing that really worked are the initial D machines and the modded PlayStation 4s.
Yeah, no, that sounds like the same spot. Like they have Time Crisis that doesn't work.
Yeah, but dude, like every day that I'm there, they have a new shipment of anime figurines.
So you started an arcade, yep, and you called it Otaku or Japan arcade.
Anime Tokyo.
What makes it anime or Japanese or Weave or Otaku friendly? Oh, we got Blaze Blue. We got Time Crisis. It doesn't work.
We're the only store in town that has 4 initial D machines.
Oh my god.
How many pachinko machines do you have?
None. But we have one pachinko in the comments.
I didn't know Kaiba rapped.
That's all I heard.
Yeah.
And guys, they do console repair. Oh, that's right. They also do console repair.
Yeah, they do.
They're
also
kind of
like
expensive.
Repair their own console then.
Dude, they don't even have Dragon Ball. Not Kakarot, but the one that came before Kakarot.
Fighters.
But yeah, they don't even have Fighter Z at Anime.
That's not an arcade.
No,
I'm talking about the modded PlayStation 4. They don't even have Fighter Z.
That's one of those games that constantly require you to beat online. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because like Otaku Cafe, they had 2 of them with Fighter Z. Like at one point, they even had 4 when Fighter Z first came out. So, yeah.
What about you, SJ? You got any arcades?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese?
I'm gonna check
Hell
it out
yeah.
in
We're going to do a whole
long time.
podcast on Chuck E. Cheese, but fuck Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, man.
on Dave and
But-
Buster's.
I think the last time I was in Chuck E. Cheese was like 2010.
The last time I was at Chuck E. Cheese, I got into a fight with the rat.
Of course.
I've never been to Chuck E.
believe
Cheese
it.
before.
Put it on the list.
Yeah, might as well just write a list. Shit, Goku has fought.
Shit, I don't think I've been in an arcade.
Wait, I've
in
shared this story
years.
with y'all. I told
Yeah,
y'all what
we
happened.
did.
Yeah, we
You
did.
didn't have the list back then.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Remember my friend slapped me in the butt, and I turned around and the
I thought
rat
it
was
was the
there.
rat.
So I assumed it was the rat.
This place has rats.
I tackled the rat. This place has rats.
Pasquale's or whatever the hell their thing was.
This place
Pasquale was the chef.
That's right.
Like one of my friends, he always had his birthday party at Peter Pepper Pizza, and then when he turned 21, his grandma was like, "Mijo, you want to have your birthday party at Peter Pepper Pizza again? They serve beer and you're of age." And he was
Oh my
like,
God. What is
What?
up with every Latino and Hispanic and Peter Piper Pizza?
I was about to ask that too, because I remember
Because they have beer there.
I randomly bring up the story because I used to live in Southwest Houston, which was like all of 59 near Bel Air and all that. There was a Peter Piper Pizza there, and it was mainly like 90% was Hispanics, and even Univision would show commercials of Peter Piper Pizza.
For real. We have a friend named Uzi who's friends with Michael Sanji. And he just loves that fucking place.
Yeah, do you remember when they had a dragon mascot?
Yeah.
His name was Peter.
"It's a dinosaur, not a dragon."
Oh, well, it looks like a dragon to me.
All right, well,
Maybe because Spyro came out
We're
at the
going to
same
go back
time.
to SJ, though. Have you been to Chuck E. Cheese?
In 9 to 10 years.
So, aren't you like...
Aren't I what?
So you were 16 at the time, or 15?
No. It's like 21 then, because I was working.
Oh, you're 31.
Yeah.
Just gave her age.
You
out
went to
like that.
Chuck E. Cheese as a grown ass adult?
So,
I was
a lot of people
working
have.
for a daycare,
Oh, okay,
and
that's-
so
that's
we took
different.
the kids
To
to Chuck E. Cheese.
Look, I ain't knocking
So
grown
they
ass
go
adults.
to Chuck E. Cheese. Like you
I
said it
ain't
like in
not-
a most
I
honest
took my
way.
child. I may have played a few
Okay,
games.
like listen, guys.
I went to a friend's brother's birthday.
Anytime
Chuck
somebody,
E. Cheese
anytime,
is a great place to pick up single moms. That's all I can say.
Jesse,
Accurate.
Jesse.
What's up?
With me, it's like
God, thanks
anytime somebody got their license, I take them to Peter Piper Pizza.
It's a weird
Oh.
tradition.
The last
I'm gonna
like
go get hammered.
Arcade.
in
The
the
racing
pit.
game.
so the last arcade I actually like
Drinking and
spent
driving.
time in was actually like maybe
Dave and Buster's.
2 or 3 years ago. One of my Jewish groups, we met up at like a Dave and Buster's, and we hung out there for a while.
I don't like drinking in public.
I
It's
don't
too
remember
expensive.
actually like playing too many games. I just kind of like hung out with some of the people that I just tolerated the best, and I just watched them play games mostly.
Mm.
Are you talking about that group or this podcast?
Both.
Touche.
Touche,
That is
yeah.
the-
Shay. Turtle Shay.
Turtle Shay.
Turtle Shay. Touche turtle.
Don't touch the turtle.
I hate Dave and
Thirsty.
Buster's.
Why? You
think
like
my-
Dave and Buster's?
I
like
think my
Dave and
friend
Buster's.
I think my friend paid for me to play like a couple of games.
Their
You ever been
games
to
Buster's
It's
cost, it
suck.
costs too much. They should have
They do
cheaper
cost
games.
too much.
You
Yeah.
ever
Dave
been
and
to
Buster's,
It's?
they're all their games are either for tickets or they're like they're
$90.
shitty like phone games. Like they had a DC fighting game. It was the same fucking game on the phone,
Oh,
but on a
Injustice.
bigger screen.
Fruit Ninja.
Yeah,
Ninja,
that was the
yeah.
game I played, Fruit Ninja.
Giant fucking.
And then they have
Tablet.
Mario Kart. They have Mario Kart. It's one race. Even if you win, it's one fucking race.
Yeah.
Or you could put $2 more in.
Yeah, they want you to
Yeah.
put more money in it so you can just keep playing.
I'll just go buy the damn game and play it and get my money's worth there.
Brought my Switch
Yeah,
and
there
my
you go.
charger. I'm good.
Yeah, I think that's partially why I don't really go to arcades too much because they are just so expensive now,
Money
and
pits.
it's just kind of not point. There's just kind of no point. I'd rather,
I miss the old '80s arcades where it was.
yeah.
And there's
Celebration Station.
We have one of those
Celebration Station.
one Celebration Station. I never
in
went
San
to
Antonio.
Celebration.
We still have one of those.
We have
Yeah,
one in
we-
Houston too.
Yeah, in
It-
59.
Yeah,
And,
well, not on 59, but it's on 45 North. It's $15, and they have
That
all
too.
the old school arcade. They even have the Super Nintendo arcade cabinet with the big ass controllers that they used to have. Like it's like a giant kiosk. $15, unlimited play, all arcade cabinets in the place.
I lied. I told a lie. I completely forgot because again, I just don't do
She's
it.
actually 30.
I don't know if
No.
I would consider this a lie.
No, I actually am 31. No, so it was like last year or the year before. So once again, my Jewish group, we also once a year we go to Joysticks because it's free play Friday.
Right,
That
that's true.
sounds like a strip club.
So my
It's,
mom wants to. So random announcement. My mom wants to build Legos now.
Cool.
Nice.
Because my cousins. It's really funny because we were talking about Friends earlier. It's because my cousins actually had the Lego set of Friends, and she saw that. She's like, "Hey, I want to build some Legos." I'm like,
What is
Okay.
up with everybody and fucking Friends?
"What is up
White
with
people.
everybody wants
There-
to use
that
Friends?"
show- Like,
Oh
literally
my
some-
God!
Somebody did an article on it, and they had
I
4
know.
people of color in it. The whole series. In New York City. This is in New York, where 70% of the town is people of color.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And the whole how long did the show run? Like 2 years?
1994 to 2004.
10
10 years.
10 fucking years. How did they get
Yeah.
10 seasons?
Because NBC.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air was only like 5 or 6.
White
Yeah,
people
but
love
you
that
know,
shit.
Seinfeld
Will
was like
Smith.
Seinfeld was 10 years also.
Mhm.
So was Family Matters was 10 years also.
Yeah, but Seinfeld made sense. They were only like in 2 different locations.
Also, they
apartment.
it would have been longer, but Jerry Seinfeld did not want to renew, so that's why they ended it like that. The way they did.
Yeah, but you gotta remember Will Smith, at some point he started making movies and, yeah.
Will Smith was done with the show by the end of it.
Yeah, but Friends
Yeah.
was stupid. They traded partners more than square dancers.
They're friends.
And Joey's true love, food.
And then Joey had to spin off, and then that
It's a
wasn't
thinker.
as good.
It's a thinker.
Oh
Family
my
Matters. Yes,
God.
I agree with Gary. Family
Oh, you're
Matters.
talking about Friends. I never watched it.
Good.
Like everyone in
Family
that
Matters
circle
is good.
dated each other at one point.
Yeah.
Sounds like The Office.
I
The
didn't watch
Office
The
lasted
Office.
to like 2005 to like 2013.
I didn't really watch
Someone.
The Office, but The Office had people of color, so they're good in my book.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Oscar.
So anyway,
The Office literally had an episode where they had an HR rep come and talk to somebody because they used the N word.
There was an episode where Stanley got a heart attack, and then they tried to do CPR, and then Dwight cut the face off the dummy, and he tried to do Silence of the Lambs. He go, Clarice. He's like, dude, do you have to explain why'd you have to cut the dummy? I wanted to know if it was realistic, like in the movie, and it turns out it's pretty realistic. That dummy cost like $6,500.
Those dummies are expensive.
They are, so that's why Michael tried to defend it, but
If you steal one, don't try to pawn it because they have ID numbers on them.
You ever seen Good Boys?
No.
That movie they were trying to. They ended up selling one of those.
Damn. What were you gonna say, SJ? Something about
no,
Chuck E. Cheese?
shut up.
I went to
No,
see
you
the
said
mouse,
that you had
but
lied
then
that you had went to another joysticks.
Yes. Yeah, so
Joysticks
it's
is
called
good.
Joysticks. It's actually by, I think it's near Minute Maid.
Yeah, that's downtown.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That place.
That
I know
bar,
what you- I
yeah.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Aren't they
So they
only
have some-
open once a... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but aren't they only open once a month as an arcade?
No,
No.
they're open. They're
It's an
basically
ar-
a bar. It's
It's
an arcade
it's
bar.
a bar. It's an arcade bar.
A barcade.
Yes.
Yeah,
So you
barcade.
can drink and play video games. It's a great mix. But once a month, I think they do free play Friday, where you just pay like one time and then you can play as much as you want between
Oh.
like so many hours. And it's not bad. So they've got, oh man, I'm trying to remember. They have some.
Aren't they also...
kind of-
Is it like... Because somebody had told me that they sell the arcade machines there as well.
Sometimes.
I think they do sometimes as well. Last time I was there, I played like they had that classic Area 51 game. They have like all the Pac-Man iterations. They have, what else do they have? Oh, they also have like the X-Men video game. So my friends and I would play
they
that
have
a couple of times.
They got the Pac-Man on crack game where it's like it's like super fast and shit.
I think they also have that Battle
X-Men.
Royale.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the Pac-Man Battle Royale.
Yeah, the one you see at David Buster's.
Oh, that's right. That's the
Yeah.
only one that's actually kind of fun, but it's only one play.
And then they got a couple of, basketball games. They got the rifle games. They got, I don't freaking know what else. I only like so many games.
They have the Madden
thought you
arcade
didn't.
machine, so you can play.
That's the one.
Madden
That's
and
the
shit.
one. That's the one. A lot of people go to when they're, especially during a con. A lot of people go to joysticks and like, especially against the arcade of the con that the horse has already been beaten for.
Yeah, because Comic Palooza will close at 10, so you got to go somewhere and drink and then play.
Yeah, Neil's
Anyway,
bar. Or
Anyway,
that stuff.
Matsuri, they got one DDR machine and a bunch of consoles.
Yeah, there's joysticks. I haven't actually been to Neil's
Neil's
bar.
it's pretty good. They have like
Dude.
Mario Kart tournaments and Smash tournaments like every month. They used to do them every month. I don't know if they're gonna come back doing it.
Our guest has something to
At
say.
San Japan 6, the concho Dave Henkin, he literally had a DDR machine placed in a hidden spot so he could hide out and play DDR without anyone bothering him.
Wasn't yeah. I remember
He's
actually.
kind
we
of
saw-
on everybody's shit list right now.
Yeah, right now he doesn't. Right now he's like people are distancing from him. Especially what he said earlier this year. That was really stupid of him to say that.
Yeah, we had to report on it.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
had
which is
to ask,
ironic. He talked
San-
about it was, which is ironic. He was talking about San Japan 6. That was actually the first anime convention I ever went to.
The first one I went to, the first in Japan was 1.5, and it was at the fucking Holiday Inn. We had to cross
That was
the
sick.
like there's the hotel. You had to cross the street to the auditorium / convention center. It was like really tiny and fucking shitty, but it was cool. It was cool. It was hot as fuck. Everybody died of a heat stroke. Good times.
Dude, San Japan 6 was up until 2018. San Japan 6 was best San Japan for me.
I don't really know the
Yeah.
numbers honestly.
6 was in 2013.
Okay, I didn't go to that one. I think 2017 or 16 was the first one I'd been to like in years.
I bet it was 16.
Yeah,
I
it was
remember it was
actually
16.
2012. I remember it was San Japan 5 when
San Japan.
when you guys did your Dragon Ball versus Naruto.
Mm.
Are you
I was at no, I think it was 16. It was 2016. You did that bar of soap cosplay.
Yeah, because that was the first time we had Dragon Ball vs. Naruto there.
Yeah. That was
Oh, then it must have
2016.
been someone else.
Or maybe it
Oh,
was us. I don't know.
Losers.
in 2012.
No, maybe 2012 or 2011.
Were you cosplayed as Great Saiyan Man?
Yeah. I was there.
Yeah, it was 2012.
That's when I was living with my roommates. Yep, I remember that year. It was when me and my ex were living together in an apartment with some roommates, and it was fucking toxic as fuck. Anyways, does anybody have any questions or last minute statements they would like to say about Chuck E. Cheese's or about a guest?
Peter Parker pizza is better.
Oh my god.
Oh
Whatever.
my fucking god!
Here's the thing. I've never been to Chuck E. Cheese before.
Why don't I just
because
order
of-
some fucking pizza and play some video games at home? That sounds way better.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
it's so
That's
much
literally
cheaper
that's
there.
literally Chuck E. Cheese. You have Chuck E. Cheese at home, and then you
Chuck
have the
E.
mice
Cheese
in the
and
kitchen.
Booze at
No, it's
home.
not the same.
Mice in the kitchen.
If I
But it's not
look,
the
no,
same.
seriously,
Put the
I will
mi-
go out and find a rat and throw him inside my house. It's Chuck E. Cheese's now.
Oh, little fun fact actually regarding Chuck E. Cheese. They did this little movie or some shit, and Funimation did the licensing for it.
Yeah.
And Chris Sabat makes a cameo as a pianist.
Nice.
Dude, I remember
Actually,
seeing the-
I'll send the link. I'll show you what
I wanna
I'm
see
talking
it.
about.
You mean a pianist?
Yes, he was a pianist. He makes a cameo.
He was a
as
penis.
Oh, bro, on the VHS tape of Dragon Ball Z, the one that had the episode where Goku starts making the spirit bomb, there was actually a preview for that on the VHS tape.
For making the spirit bomb or the Funimation thing?
No, for that Chuck E. Cheese thing.
Yeah,
There's a
okay.
preview for it.
Yeah, there's a
It's
a
the one
preview
where
for
he's
it
the
during
penis.
Nailed it. First try. Good job.
I mean, okay. Any last statements or questions? Because Chuck E. Cheese, let's just put it out there. Chuck E. Cheese is just gambling for children. It's legal gambling
Duh.
for children.
That's what they're pretty much baby casinos.
Jesus.
Teach them young.
It's
Cheeses. She goes cheeses.
What can I get with 12 tickets? Oh, sorry, Timmy. You need 13 tickets to live.
Yeah, so you could get a troll
Oh.
pencil. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Cheesy Charlie's.
The cheesy Charlie.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Ah, man.
All right, guys.
And what does it
As
go
far
like?
as last statements, for me at least,
Yeah,
Plug
because
the
what
we're
way.
are you guys doing? What are you guys doing on December 5th and 6th?
not dying.
Sleeping, I'm guessing.
Because December 5th and 6th in Katy, Texas, there's going to be a music festival called Loudfest, and your 24th favorite rapper, Deacon Rap, will be performing live on the big stage.
What day is that? Let me look it up. Actually.
December 5th and the 6th.
It's a Saturday and a Sunday, the
Yeah,
first
that
Saturday
weekend.
and Sunday of December.
Anime
Anime Dallas is that weekend.
If there even is going to be a Anime Dallas.
Mhm.
That's the challenge.
I will not be going because I'm not driving down to Katy, Texas.
He lives in Dallas.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm in that area.
I'm in Dallas either.
We'll see. Okay, so just a quick announcement to let everybody know. Officially, Geeks 5 Ever. We have good news and we have bad news for everybody. The bad news is there are only 9 weeks left in the season for Geeks 5 Ever. After that, we will go on a 2-week hiatus. So 9 weeks left until the season finale of Geeks 5 Ever's podcast. We will officially be returning in 2021 after these 9 weeks. So the final day for the podcast is going to be December 18th. After that, we take a 2-week break, and then we will return on January 4th.
what's that bad news?
The bad news is you have to go 2 weeks without Geeks 5 Ever.
Yeah, but it's only 2 weeks. It's not like we have to go 3 months.
Oh, trust me. When you're a daily podcast, 2 weeks will hurt you.
We'll
Oh,
have,
that's right. You're daily. I forgot about that.
we'll have like 3 topics built up by then.
Right. So, all right, guys. All right, man. Thank you so much for joining us. We have went over.
Hey, thank
we
you.
are over our time by 8 minutes. If you haven't already, make sure you check out our sponsor at nonamenerd.com. Also, go check out Goku Burger in Porter, Texas. Man, they are fucking amazing. They make Mexican style burgers.
Mexican.
And also fried Mexican. Also our podcast is brought to you by beer.
And don't forget to check out Wear the Waifu clothing line for all your waifu needs.
Hey,
I've seen-
they don't
I-
sponsor us.
They sponsor me.
As seen in cons, there's a lot of. They actually show up in a lot of Texas cons.
Yeah.
All right, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the thumbs up button on YouTube. The way the YouTube algorithm works is if you hit the thumbs up, it will share this video with our community and future members of our community. Remember to also check out our Discord. Join our Discord. If you're interested in that, we can send you the link. Unfortunately, I couldn't post the link below. If you would like to donate to Geeks 5 Ever, you can donate to us on Cash App or PayPal. Geeks5ever@gmail.com for PayPal and the $ Geeks5ever for Cash App. Also, make sure you check us out on Twitch and Facebook. Check us out tomorrow. DJ Comet, not comments. Comet, like an asteroid, will be joining us tomorrow. And then Velvet Vibes Podcast will be joining us on Friday. We got a lot of things going on. And plus, we have we also have a big guest for next week. We got lots of things. We're very, very busy. We're getting lots of guests. We're getting on our groove. Because the holiday season is coming up. We have 9 weeks left, so we got to make these count. We got to make it all count. And hopefully we can get some other guests.
Shit, that
back.
is next week.
Yeah.
That means some of y'all only got 4 more paychecks.
I wasn't aware of that.
Buy presents.
You get paid weekly.
Oh, you only got 9. Oh, you got 9 more paychecks.
Yeah, thanks for interrupting my outro, guys. Thanks.
Sorry.
No, you're
Sonic was
fine.
dying too.
I'm talking about their little conversation they just had.
Yeah. Do we want to get more details about next week's guest?
Not until tomorrow.
Not yet.
Okay.
Because we have to pan them out still.
Yes.
We shouldn't announce anything or say anything until we have it fully panned out.
Is it Jason David
Okay.
Frank?
Fuck no.
Is it Eminem?
Yes.
Yes.
It's Eminem.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I'll totally be watching.
Yeah, his
red
Eminem.
one.
Yeah, it is Eminem.
red
all right.
one.
It-
I was gonna
his-
say the red one. I was gonna say.
Nah, the rat. No, his rap. It's not Eminem. It's the other rapper, Reese's Pieces.
That's right. Actually, we were gonna get the Wish. We tried to book Eminem through Wish.com and they sent us Skittles.
Yeah, they sent us Mike and Ike's.
Mike and Ike's.
Only one. Mike and
Also,
Mike.
one of our major topics for this week, we're gonna go ahead and announce this because I haven't told the guys, but wraps, the white man's burrito.
Okay. I thought you were talking about raps like Deacon Rap.
No,
We just talked about it.
P.S.
Right,
Wraps.
George Lopez has a stand-up joke about that. He's like, as long as I'm alive, a burrito will always be a burrito. Don't call it a wrap just because you can't fold it right.
Steven Sterling says, "Yo, what's up, virgins?"
Shut up, virgin.
I got a kid.
Does anybody know him?
No.
No.
No. Okay. Because
Hi,
if you-
Steven.
I wish I was a fucking virgin. I got a fucking kid. I got to pay child support.
Yeah. So I see at this point in 2020, it seems like a virgin as an insult feels kind of outdated.
Yeah. I mean,
Incels
kind of
unite.
wish.
I wish I was still fucking virgin. Like, I'll trade. Can I get that? Can I get that card? Can I get that in writing? Hello, Steven. We're actually gonna go ahead and end it. All right, guys. Thanks for
Bye.
watching.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for
Peace
joining
out.
us. Peace.